secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in Game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeks. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage with the team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the Aghanim, so. As Thompson, see, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink calls as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I have Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the ages to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel though. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson is running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the shrine, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in the series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Centauran creep to boot. Look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana. These Ancients right now. Ana.
Just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Punch on the wrong target with the snowball pass. Catch out Ana. He's in trouble. The block right side. He's got the matchup back on his second. But can he really play his way out of this one?
Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wards that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks them back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top racks. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close to Brew is at 25.
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for this team fight. The LGD are goal, but no blood take over 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. Grabs, they give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up.
And
maybe will dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right?
Yep.
It was up to 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon disc on Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X-Blade Mail Call if he finds it, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the spike, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But
Ana, he's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shivas covered. Ana's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the counterplay. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb posts the BKB. He'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. And Jarex as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
he has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these 4 spirits. On the bottom rune, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jarex. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting isn't enough to hold OG in the game.
You see No-Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No-Tail and without Seb. Topson, Ana, and Jarex. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jarex is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split a course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Ana up in the skies. As this rack's on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into their Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose their top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to deward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Check Ana, he's on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to get the set. He's in. The call, the EMP, the cannon, but FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. But he's got it up. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis Somnus looking to get involved. Pods the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. Got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball. The snowball over to Topson. The self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No-Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No-Tail. No-Tail pops the hand of God, but No-Tail beaten down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Ana. He's been left behind in Topson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jarex coming in, keeping Ana alive. Ana with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the 2 of them. Ana trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Ana again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jarex back in, the combo. Meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Pops the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jarex. Jarex is gone. Ana as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus? And X-Nova is so low. As the buyback for Jarex comes in, he's healing Ana back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the charge, and they find him. Arme, he's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the block? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme X back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without two of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Ana, but Ana also toying with him with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill him.
Seb,
Yeah.
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting. Somnus, he's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh! Doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Ana, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Ana again with the double down. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Ana will be able to force him away. They've got the hex. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Ame. Big Daddy No-Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Ame able to waveform up to the high ground. As Ame should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost, so he's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Ame's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
Goes back, the real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice play from Ame.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead the PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment with these last few fights. Obviously the 25s now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken down this fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's a refreshing shot. There's no way to get this. There's no way LGD can.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG Q-Rex that.
Yeah. The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is
massive.
really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. For just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays from OG. Still 30 seconds without Chalice.
Double Hex coming out now. Thompson and these 5-second BKBs. Yeah, I mean, they were crushing with their BKBs.
Being spotted out.
He's got the vision. They're on top of him. Thompson, he's in trouble. The Nullify comes out, but he got the Ghost Walk off as well as the Hex in time. Now, Somnus turns out, the blood runs down. Thompson! He's dead for 100. Has got the buyback available. PSG LGD will certainly look to force it out of them.
FY just what a shadow play. It just, yeah, as soon as they split up, he finds the perfect opportunity there on Thompson.
You got to be careful going out on the map when FY's alive. There's every chance in the world that he's going to be watching you from the trees.
And at this point, I think for Ame, it's actually going to be very worth it for him to actually just try and burn all the mana from the Phantom Lancer, so we can't doppelganger all the time. That's causing a huge issue in the team fights. And I see that Chalice is using his Dispel Magic every single cooldown on these Phantom Lancer illusions, but there's still way too many that are causing havoc in this team.
It's too constant. Like that doppel cooldown being 3 seconds just allows him to always be able to play around a little bit around the brew. They don't really have like this crazy AoE when you look at LGD's lineup to just clear out those illusions. It's really a lot based off them just trickling them down slowly with like the Shivas and the Radiants and knowing exactly which one it is.
Yep, he doesn't have the crit talent, but now he does have crit from that Bloodthorn coming out.
It's a lot of damage that Ana can offer to the fights now.
And Brewmaster without BKB, very vulnerable. Cold Snap, Bloodthorn, Berserker's Call. There's a lot of ways that they can prevent him from getting that ult.
He just commits it from the back, just to be careful.
Make sure that you can get it off and get some damage in onto the tier 3s. Ana's going to start to try and fight against these Primal Split Brewlings. He'll be able to find one of them. He has been silenced. He'll take down the Wind Panda 2 as well by the looks of it. There's only the Earth Panda prevails. Seb jumps and he gets the call onto the Panda, popping the BKB as well, so they won't kill the Brewlings off. They do force PSG LGD away long enough that Thompson does not have to expend his buyback. Thompson back in the game.
And then they're utilizing the PL very well too, by replicating him, sending illusions to get some extra damage on the tower. It's just one Rax left that's holding LGD away from Mega Creeps.
And they're straight out. They're ready with the aggressive play, OG. Thompson, can he find a catch? He's close to having vision onto X-Nova.
Should be able to find X-Nova. He is stalking him. He got sights of him for a second. He seems a bit far away though.
Oh, the tornado. It's got him. Thompson drops the combo down upon him. The stun comes out though. Oh, the counterplay. Jax is there though with the heal, the tether. Keeping Thompson alive with the Abyssal Blade down. Candace here with the hand of God comes through. Thompson still alive, but Chalice gets the primal split out. He's been stunned. Thompson, the cheese, he's fine. Thompson, he goes down. They get the kill onto the Evoker. No tail. Being chased by Arme. The bash is coming through, but the blade mail was already out from Seb. He tries to get the call off. The bash, the cataclysm isn't enough to find the kills. Anna leading forward. The Bloodthorn onto FY. Gets the kill onto FY. FY bites back straight away. Anna looking at more Somnus again. The doppelganger. Arme on top of Thompson. Thompson being saved by Jarex. Jarex with the tether. Arme turns into General Gemma. There's the call. Seb, he catches Arme. Arme dead for 2 minutes. The Hex. They've got Somnus as well. Oh, gee. Double kill for Seb. The clutch buybacks coming into play. Nobody has a buyback available right now. As OG stand with 5 alive on the map, 100 seconds without the Morphling.
This Doppel talent is just destroying LGD. They have no way to actually find Ana. Like Ben said, the Brewmaster's constantly using the Dispel, but it's so hard to find the real PL amongst all these illusions in all this chaos of the fights with tornadoes and chaos meters and everything falling all over the place.
And look at this. The tier 3 tower falling. Ana frontlining it all. What's he scared of? The Blood Bride will come out. Chalice with the Shiva's Guard trying to initiate. But Ana, he's poking, prodding, beating down, and on the side, Thompson jumps in. Chalice gets in with the beacon, the call! Seb, he's got the disable on the Chalice, do they have the damage? They got on top of the Chalice! He's into the snowball, FY buying time for him, but now he's vulnerable! He's gets hexed, he gets Bloodthorn! Chalice buys back. Straight back into the game, Ana trying to find his attention onto X-Nova. Chalice leading forward, the Tornado going to be off the market, only catches out the Bloodseeker, but Seb, he's looking for the follow-up, jumps in, gets the call, the BKB was out in time, the Bananas on top of it, did they have the damage? Seb's got the blade on FY, with the snowball again, Thompson, Jarex, focusing the racks, Thompson gets the Hex up onto X-Nova, Seb, healed up by Jarex, Ana still full health at the moment, as the Brewlings are pushed back to the base. OG, get the bottom melee racks. As still 30 seconds to play without the Morphling in the game. They move towards the mid lane. OG, can they really get it all here? The mid rack's falling. They've taken a full second sets, 15 painful seconds for LGD.
They're gonna keep going, they want to claim their megas.
Another tier 3 falls. OG onto the final set of racks that LGD have left standing. As Ana, he gets kicked back. He's separated from the team, but he has the doppelganger. He's been ruptured. He needs help, but he needs it now. Jarex in with the tap of the hand of God. Give it that double heal. The relocate as well. Jarex gets him out. As OG will successfully disengage before that Morphling's back in, as they found both racks. Jarex will die for this one, almost certainly, as he looks to tether across, but the nullifies upon him. He has buyback though, and OG just took so much away from PSG LGD, as they only have a lone range rack standing on the top lane.
I can't believe it's going to this. There's only 3 racks left in this game, and one of them is a range racks on the side of LGD. Buyback status. I saw X was buyback, it was only like 600 or 700, which is crazy, but Jarex also kind of in that same net worth territory, looking at a very cheap buyback, but 2 in the game left. IO and the PL. The PL is almost unkillable at this point. Like, even without the Wisp, it's still really difficult. With the Wisp, just don't even try.
We'll see this again. It's a save here from Jarex.
The control is just not there, and they don't have the way to kill all these illusions constantly. And of course, look at Jarex coming in, starts that relocate channel, and is able to get it off. No one gets the control on him.
Keeping it cool at the time that it means the most, but he's still able to crack a smile here in Game 4, the TIA Grand Finals. OG making a stand, now leading 9K advantage in net worth. LD able to join us.
I don't believe they actually have any 4 staffs on the side of LG. That's generally how you deal with that type of ice. And I think they can get a side to bias on the core, get a blink call, and that hero is likely dead without buyback at this point. So OG, I would say definitely favorite at this point of the game, especially with PL having buyback. LGD, they have a couple minutes to think about what they want to do before this next Roshan.
Yeah, they can't be totally reliant on FY just getting these perfect snowball saves, or even like I saw in the last fight too when it was down bottom, he even tried like Walrus kicking the IO away from when he was tethered from somebody else. They need to find some other ways to be able to save, in particular that Brewmaster, who is just time and time again is the most important hero, it does seem, for LGD.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they do with the BKB call. The snowball is the only thing, but they have Bloodthorns, they have Scythe of Ice for the Tusk, they have a lot of things available. Maybe Aeon's Disc perhaps for Brewmaster. I'm not exactly sure what the best way for him to deal with it is. Looks like he is going for an Octarine perhaps for almost permanent.
The sentry's down. They see Thompson, but Thompson, he's already quick with the play. The Tornado into EMP, Cold Snap as well, they've got the Hex, but there won't be any further jumping. They just poke at Arme.
They're trying to make space.
They got the Mega Creeps.
That's the distraction play right there.
Up against the Mega Creeps. PSG LGD, it's what stands between them and the championship title here in Game 4.
And they got it right before that wave, before that 59-minute mark too, so we already have the Mega Creep wave coming in, that momentum pushing onto LGD's side.
And you look at their lineup, can PSG LGD's heroes deal with the Mega Creeps? It's hard. They don't really have that sort of incredible D-push or AoE sort of hard hitters to deal with it.
That's kind of what they've been lacking in a lot of this game, right? That's what we've been talking about with the illusions with the PL. They've got ways to find them if it's, or ways to kill them if they find the exact one, but as for doing that, it's very tough when they don't have just the Dispel from Chalice.
And he does too much damage to ignore at this point with the Bloodthorn. And on top of that, Roshan is going to respawn in about 1 minute's time. LGD, I think their buybacks are going to cool down around that time, but I just don't think they can withstand this onslaught from OG. They really want to be able to prevent this Roshan. It's super obvious when there's Mega Creeps. With Mega Creeps, that's the luxury that you have. You can just wait a couple of seconds. You know, the creeps will be hitting at your T4s if you wait.
As Ana commits forward. Has no boots, but a full Eye of Scotty. 3,800 health now on this PL, who hasn't been dying for a very long time. Now he's got easier ways, easier kill opportunity, and much more survivability.
Yeah, he probably has like maybe 7,000, 8,000 HP effective with the Butterfly evasion and the heal, and overcharge, and the Hand of God is just way too much. And the lifesteal from Shen too, another ability.
OG clearing out the pit. Very, very soon to be spawning Roshan, and PSG LGD are well aware.
Roshan's up. It looks like only OG knows.
Arme and Ana. He's some illusion action. Arme's gonna get caught out by the Tornado though. They've opened up onto him. Arme trying to get on top of Ana. The BKB pop by Chalice. He'll get the ult out. No-Tail getting got out straight away by FY with the snowball. No-Tail's dead for 100. They'll get the Chen. Ana in the midst of it, trying to lock down onto FY. The rest of his team about to come over to get the Tornado. Out onto X over Seb. Looking for the cool control onto Arme. Has he got it? Arme getting stood up by the cold snap, but he's able to wait for him. Thompson blinks in. He gets the Hex up, and FY with the snowball save. They get the bash out. Sonos will be able to find the IO, but they're fully low OGD. That's Sonos there for 2 minutes. They get Thompson. Thompson there for 2 minutes. Only Ana. Ana, can he do it here? Is it half-bell save? Lifetime as 3 dead now on LGD. No buyback. Simple fall. Ana kept alive off the back of that fight, as that very much looked like PSG LGD were able to tip OG over the edge, but that plus 100 Berserker score, you could see Seb as well being very careful with how he used it, keeping it to that opportune moment after any potential sort of Manta dodges have been done by Thomas Arme, and he gets the call.
9 doppelgangers used just in that area around the Ancients from the PL. Just the constant barrage of illusions giving that distraction to allow Seb to get that
RNG has been a little bit more consistent throughout the tournament. I believe in Monet, I believe in Spying Style, I believe in Setsu being able to recover. So I'm going to go with RNG. That's a tough one.
Fair play to you, but after IG proved me wrong yesterday, I'm going to put my full weight behind them. A 2-1 victory is what I'm predicting for them. I think you have a 2-1 for RNG?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so once again, we're at odds here. Yesterday we were together, but I really think, like I said yesterday, I was hoping that IG would prove me wrong, and they did. So, you know, I'm an IG fan now.
And I hope,
let's go.
and I hope IG continues to prove you wrong today as well.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Here as we have our draft at the ready, so we'll see how they get going here for our first series of the day.
I like the RNG taking out Kaka's Phoenix as well as the Mars. IG going for those fast tower pushes as well as defenses. And there you go, Monet's DK being taken. Sorry, that's Monet banning him. RNG banning it out as well. So RNG we talked about. They like to have the fighting carry style going in. So Troll might be something. Monkey King has been very popular for them. IG, the last ban, taking out the Chen and Venge. Fast push potential there, good saves and heals. Same thing with the Treant, and there you go.
Just support bans from IG.
And there you go, that's September's Earthshaker.
Yep, they're going to ban it out. They also ban out the Super, the Buns. They ban out the Vengeful Spirits.
RNG taking out Ember. They're focusing a lot more on the core picks. You know, they take... You know, position 4, not core, but they got Phoenix, and then the rest are all core heroes that you don't want to play against. But IG has the first pick.
Shadow Demon, they're going to open up with. That has been a popular ban against Invictus Gaming. So I think that's going to be Ollie then on the Shadow Demon. He likes to buy a Blink Dagger. We saw him buy Blink both times yesterday. Really I think Blink on a Shadow Demon potentially very strong as well as RNG. Go for the Furion.
Interesting. Yeah, we saw Ollie go with the Blink Dagger on Oracle, so he was able to just blink in, save people with a false promise.
I suspect that's the offlane from RNG there.
This is also really good, by the way, because Tag Team can proc off every single Treant.
Of course.
So if you surround him, like that, it's, you know, we talked about like dazzle heal bombs. This could be extremely devastating.
Tag Team bomb.
Yeah. Especially level 2 Tag Team with the damage doubles. I believe it goes from like 25 to 50, yeah. So it's a big deal.
That is a big deal, IG, but you already have a save against it, though.
True, but I believe Tag Team lasts for longer than...
It does,
it's like
it does,
5 or 6 seconds, something like that.
Sure, but, you know, you burn a bit of the duration off. So there's some save potential there. I mean, that's just the strength of the Shadow Demon pick. I wonder if we're going to see... Let me see here. No, unlikely.
It is a good... Actually, the SD is really solid against both these heroes, though.
Actually, I wonder if we are going to see the Morana. No, it's
the Nyx Assassin.
Because Kaka likes to play the Morana. Usually it's banned against him, actually. So I was like, the Shadow Demon, that's like one of the classic setups with Arrow, especially. But nope, not going to have it here.
One thing I will say about the Tag Team against the Shadow Demon is that Shadow Demon, remember, when whoever he saves will come back with 2 illusions. So if you guess wrong, that person could run away. You know, they hit the illusions and then the slow doesn't apply.
I think they're almost always the same in the same spot, though. They always spawn in between 2 illusions. It's not like
random
or like an illusion rune. So it's a bit easier. Plus, those illusions take so much damage. Remember after TI6, everyone was playing Shadow Demon Luna, and then Valve's like, okay, fine, these illusions now take 800 damage. Yeah, it's very easy to tell apart the real Shadow Demon illusions. But the real ones do a lot of damage. I mean, we've seen strats where it's like, oh, we'll take your enemy Luna, or we'll take your Terra Blade. So
we'll take anyone who has a Radiance.
Yeah, exactly. The passive, of course. Yeah, all very, very strong for Shadow Demon. So that's something to keep in mind as well.
IG banning out the Lycan, like it's very, they just don't want to be fast, you know, fast push to death. RNG takes out Beastmaster and go with the Bane. Also, sort of a save with the Nightmare, but rather difficult for him to get a good Fiend's Grip. You're up against Nyx Assassin, who's got 2 stuns, and Shadow Demon, who could save anyone who gets Fiend's Grip, or he could just remove the Bane if he wants to. Doesn't matter to him.
Yeah, whatever's easier, whatever's closer.
Right, whatever he feels like doing doesn't matter. So. Okay, it's very strong the lane though. One of the best heroes to have as a lane support, thanks to the Brain Sap, Nightmare as well. You know, you can set up someone with a Nightmare to shards just to keep them trapped. So it's solid. Just not sure this is the game you want to have Bane in it.
Why do you say that?
Well, I just said so because you know Fiend's Grip is gonna be hard to pull off.
I mean, sure, but you said Nyx has 2 stuns, but only 1 really, unless you target it, yeah, but that seems unlikely.
I mean, it could happen, but I think the SD is just a strong character.
I think the SD is, but I you know, it's not really a
1-to-1, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes the SD won't be around. There's he could die first. There's always that point.
Cast range on disruption. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's in the Goldilocks zone of cast ranges.
Good. I love Bane's belly. You know, because this is the Chinese client of Dota, which means that some things are censored. And like, you know, Shadow Demon has that Bane mask on his face.
Oh yeah, he does have them. Yeah.
And Bane himself has a, I'm gonna say 6-month baby. Maybe he's got something in there.
There's something in the bun. There's something for the bun. He's got a bun.
The IG takes Naga Siren. Interesting. Lots of illusions right now, potential on IG side. You got Naga and you got Shadow Demon. So
yeah, none of the RNG heroes really deal too well with them either.
Not at all.
NP can go for the Maelstrom Mjolnir, which is a build.
It helps, yeah.
It helps.
But RNG,
but your Tusk and your Bane, nothing.
They're absolutely useless. I mean, you can say they have some AoE damage on Tusk, but it's relevant for like the first 15 minutes when the illusions are weak.
Exactly. Not once they have Radiant's Heart. You know, Tusk is not going to do anything to these.
Another thing though is Naga Siren makes it again harder for the Bane to pull off a good Fiend's Grip. Firstly, the Song of Sirens. Secondly, you have massive illusions, which means it's very hard to aim for one of them. So. But RNG, yeah, okay, go Stand King. They need something to help, which also means that Nation Prophet could be mid.
I think it could be safe lane.
Could be safe lane or mid, right?
We have seen it safe lane.
One of those two, but they need this. They have to get something with AoE that can take out a lot of damage. Problem is, Nick Stasson walks in with Spike Karapachi, and that's a lot of you know, he's stunned. That doesn't matter so much because no longer you're channeling, so you're still invis and you're fine.
But so long as you're not channeling in your Sandstorm.
Oh no, I mean like your epicenter as long as you're not, but you are at least. Before it used to be a channeling spell where, you know...
Oh, that's right. Sandstorm did used to literally be...
Yeah, like way before.
Oh, yeah, where you just stand in it.
You can't do anything. But now, at least, even if you're stunned in it, yeah, you're stunned, but...
Oh, I was just thinking about the...
Epicenter.
Epicenter, that's right.
It got buffed recently.
Epicenter?
Oh, yeah, the damage went from 110 to, 110, 120, 130. There's a talent plus 25, so the damage can increase, but it's not much.
It's really not much. I mean, it's not bad once you consider that the waves also increase, or the pulses rather increase per level.
True, but the thing is, it's like the initial pulse is the most important.
And also, I mean, that spell is still better. Yes, the Enigma coming through from IG. Fly win on the Enigma. I like that pick a lot.
It's really, he's got really good setup, by the way. SD can set him up, if you just on a core, doesn't matter, you can do that. Now I get Sound with a sleep, and you can just wherever he wants to go. Sand King has to do a really big job. You have to stay out of range and initiate after the Enigma Black Hole, because you cannot, the other way around just really hurts.
You can stun into Black Hole, right?
Oh, you mean like if you're outside and you stun a line to... I think, yeah, it works. Like you can snowball into it as well.
So snowball out as well, snowball saves.
Plus, if Tuskar gets a blink dagger, you can blink to the other side of Black Hole and just Walrus punch him, even if he has BKB.
I wonder if you want to lane the Enigma against Sand King and take an early level in Midnight Pulse and just force him to get out of
his own Sandstorm. I don't know.
Because I feel like it's very similar to when you saw Bloodseeker against Sand King, who would just max blood right and be like, get out of here.
Yeah. Take the damage.
Take just damage. But then what? You have the Naga against possibly the Furion or whatever RNG has here. Just trying to think about it. RNG banning the Void Spirit. They are going to have last pick.
I wonder if IG will ban the Storm Spirit because we saw sets played. Storm Spirit, Lina. I like the Storm Spirit pick a lot because you can just jump in behind the Enigma if you find him, try and get a kill off. Naga Sign is the big issue though. You want to get something... Oh, okay, they take out the TA. IG last pick here.
I think they're going to try and play this a little bit slow, so they need a little bit of pace from this pick.
Something like a Quap, maybe?
Yeah.
They go for the puck. Okay, similar. Yeah, a mid laner that can just get the ball rolling.
Does that prevent Snowball from coming through?
But you can't snowball. Yeah, I believe you can't snowball if you're Dream Coiled. Okay. I'm like 99% sure you can.
I have a feeling you are too. I'm not sure. There's a lot of...
How can we not know these mechanics?
Leash is one of the newer mechanics in Dota. Well, kind of.
I mean, you can't blink. You cannot use any of the spirit movements. And I think you can't snowball as well. RNG last pick, they had to take a mid. That's pretty good against the puck. We know Setsu is amazing on the Lina. Storm Spirit is also pretty solid here for him. Ember, the other two spirits are banned, I believe, both Ember as well as Void Spirit. So Storm, Lina, you are not... RNG not really amazing late game. What do they have here? They go for the Kunkka.
Yeah, it seems like a Kunkka game. You can cancel the channeling Black Hole very easily with X or a Torrent.
Even people get caught if both comes in, so much damage reduction and very nice tanky frontliner. It's going to be mid. Yeah, it's going to be mid.
JT Enigma. That's terrifying.
It's very interesting drafts from both teams. I'll be honest. You know, it's like something we haven't seen in this turn before. The way that, you know, like carry nation. I mean, we've seen some core nation, but not in this iteration with these heroes. Enigma lane, Naga safe lane. That's also kind of cool. So,
well, the odds favoring IG there, just by a little bit.
Not by much,
but it's closer. What do you think? Quick thoughts.
If I had to pick a lineup, I think IG has a better lineup. It's Puck early game can make a lot of space, and you have Naga securing the late game. On the other side,
good setup for Black Hole too.
Yeah, on the other side you have Kunkka, who, you know, he's gonna get Radiance, but it's not the same.
Well, do paying attention. Will it be JT with the game-changing Black Holes? Make sure you guys are paying attention and voting for your Mercedes-Benz MVPs. Both of these teams, their lives on the line. They have at least 3 finish, but who wouldn't like a rematch versus LGD and trying to take them down as we get underway with game 1 of our lower bracket finals.
Yeah, as well as having a bigger piece of the $55,000 prize pool, getting to that second place spot. So, yeah, going back to the draft here, it's a lot. September's gonna have to do a lot because his snowball is one of the best ways to catch Enigma, and even, you know, before or after during a black hole. It's a tough game. I feel like RNG has to play better to win this, whereas IG, you know, sleep into a black hole is not rocket science. You know?
Okay, at first I was about to say, well, what team doesn't need to play better to win? But no. I get where you're coming from. There's a lot less difficulty there. There's actually, while we have a bit of time here before the horn, there's a nice analogy, right, where you play a little bit of chess, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you know how the game chess is very, very complicated at first when all the pieces are on, but you know, so that's why sometimes you can beat a mismatched opponent. But in the late game of chess, when there's very few pieces, the good people, they almost never make mistakes, just because it's so simple, right? There's very few things you have to consider, and that's kind of like what you're talking about. Song into black hole is like the late game, king rook versus 2 pawns. Right, that's going to be super easy. You see chess professionals just retire. But here, RNG, their team fight's not as clear, right? And that does sometimes give you some flexibility, but maybe not against IG, who have just a very simple combo to execute. But starting off nicely, it's going to be 2 runes apiece, I believe. Yes, it will.
Yep. Another thing is also IG's save is very strong. You know, SD. He can just from anyway throw a disruption. He doesn't, you know, he has he can get an Aether Lens or Blink Dagger. We've seen Ollie do it. Whereas RNG, the Bane Nightmare is also a really good save, but firstly it's 1 second. You know, it's only 1 second of save, and secondly, I believe it's lower cast range. While at the same time, September's Tusk, he has to go close to Snowball to grab people and save them. So it's difficult. It's a harder save to pull off than SD.
I'm trying to find this out, but can you purge off the rum buff? I feel like that's undispellable.
It cannot be dispelled. There you go.
Okay.
Although now it's like, what do we mean when it's the damage? But it's probably the buff.
It's probably the buff, yeah, because sometimes the tooltips aren't super clear. Sometimes that means the stun from the boat cannot be dispelled. Other times that means something else. But just because Shadow Demon's Disruption could be a big thing about that as well. But you already have percentage-based damage and very nice nuke anyway, so it's probably not going to be a big concern. But that was just something I was thinking about here. Is our top lane, it will be Fly win. Nice stun there onto Fly. Basic Dispel is going to be real nice, though, just to get rid of the Caustic Finale damage. Yeah, just thinking about that.
I think that's about the only thing you can really... Oh, and of course, if you time it right, you could dodge an X mark. But
that'd be tough.
It's tough, though. It's tough. So, but if you time it right, you can do it. So, top lane is going to be September Fly win versus Fly. It's like there's going to be a lot of flying. You know?
It is Monet safe lane as well. There we go.
Creep on creep action.
Yeah, lots of creeps here.
Favors the Enigma slightly just because you can deny a range creep, but look at the denies from Monet as well. 9 denies. He got 7 stays, but he's got 9 denies.
He's got some serious damage.
Look at that.
The Enigma auto attacks are not very fast, either on the Eidolons or on himself proper, so that's why you see JT getting so close to the creep there. Monet's it's a bit faster. It looks faster because he's got the level 1500 compendium thing.
The one that makes your range attacks.
Yeah,
like, yeah, that one. Looks like a red Deso and September.
Yeah, Scorier's just gonna die. He's gonna be okay for this one though. I think they've already used Disruption, 4 stacks there. He's fine. He's got a stick. He came prepared for the lane.
Oh, losing an Observer. Yeah, that's actually kind of a big deal. I mean, not a huge deal, but you lose an award that you have.
Yeah, pick up a courier for your team though. Huh? You pick up a courier kill.
No, I believe he lost his courier.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he lost the courier. So he lost his courier and he lost the Observer award. So that's unfortunate.
There goes canceling the courier of Ali. Bit of awkward, you know, classic supports just trying to fight. It's so cute. Look at them.
Here's my 50 damage. Yeah, mine is more. It's 52.
No, how's our mid lane matchup going though? It is actually a Kunkka in the mid lane on Setsu versus the Emo. Feels like pretty good for Puck. Normally in matches like, you know, you see Kunkka versus Ember, and yes, Ember can dodge the damage out from Tidebringer, but the problem is it costs mana for him to do that. Phase shift is free, so that's kind of the nice thing. Can be juked out though. You can kind of, as you can see, trying to wait it out. Like there we go, case in point. But you know, at the very least, if you try and do that on an Ember Spear, you waste the mana and you possibly push the wave a little bit because Sleight of Fist. But with this one, you don't have those negative consequences.
At the same time, it's also a melee versus range matchup, which makes it a little easier for the Kunkka. Every time you last hit, you're doing a ton of, you can do a lot. Ali, speaking of a ton of damage,
they're just, I mean, yes, he is half HP, but
it's just like you just traded. It's like, all right, that's it.
Yeah, a lot of supports in mid lane though. They're also going to be tussling over the bottom support runes, as it's going to be Super the Bun getting the Nightmare onto the Nyx Assassin. Running him down.
Gonna do a few hits here. Yeah, low kill game so far, but you can see the CS really favoring RNG in the top as well as the mid lane. Top with, it's unless you bring some sentries here, and also all these illusions, they just melt in the sandstorm. Does decent damage.
Yeah, they really do. Look at that. Look at them. Watch out for the Eidolons there.
That's super.
Yeah, they do quite a licky.
5 armor on. I mean, he's got 4 Iron Branches, but 5 armor on Bane level. That's a lot. That's a decent chunk.
Bane's got really good stat gain. You know, he has
on all, I think. 2.6. Yeah.
2.6 on everything. He's got nice and just perfectly balanced. You know, he is purple, which makes sense.
He is the Thanos of the.
They should add a taunt for him when after you get a kill, you know, he just snaps or something.
I remember when he used to be played as a mid laner, you'd get him the I win.
He needs a little bit more. Nice burrow strike away. Ooh, they almost catch him with that second one. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, at one point they used to play him mid. They'd get back then. I believe people used to steal damage. Used to be you know, like this thing you steal damage from the enemy.
Oh, it was a talent, wasn't it?
No, it was his. Yeah, I think maybe at one point it was like that, but
it was
like,
talent.
it was like Q. So then you get some Mask of Madness and you hit people while they're asleep. So you sleep them, take their damage, and just do an extra 120 damage.
September's bottom, but they have scouted this. Look at the Nyx Assassin, Ali, ready to re-engage. September, just maybe trying to find the right opportunity, but underneath the tier 1 tower, trying to go for an Enigma is a bit tougher.
And he's not that far. Not that far.
That Enigma
from level 6 as well.
And he's almost got the Necro book already.
The onus right now is on the Tusk to make moves though, rather than the Nyx Assassin. So it's easier to play the Nyx.
Sentry down though.
Now what can you do? Now he's gonna have to bring his own sentry.
Yep. That's going to be a bit annoying, but the supports, everyone leaving the top lane except for the 2 cores, as we're going to have a bottle refill. Ooh, trying to dodge out a little bit of damage, maybe trying to cancel the bottles.
Next war. No, it's going to be tough.
Oh, that's a big gank though. Impale. Ooh, no Impale yet. There's going to be the banishment trying to set up, but the boat will come through. They're going to be able to definitely dodge it out, but he will have that buff active. Dropping the Dream Coil now is the rotation out from Super the Bun. The coil will snap as the Snowball trying to buy them a little bit more time. Nice by Carapace there, burning a little bit of damage. September still alive. They have one auto attack uphill would have killed him, but the Impale blindly getting first blood now is Emo in the river trying to run away. He's got a phase shift. Will he use it? He will not. Wow. And that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. A little bit better there for RNG.
Yeah, they get the mid, but they lose first blood, so it comes out as, I mean, I guess relatively even.
And they get a bounty.
They get
region.
The region. That is a big deal as well. So Monet, he might be in trouble though. But a nice stun by Kaka.
Oh, watch out though. The damage to Black Hole. Oh my god, nearly missed down Kaka, but there's going to be the snowball coming in. Down goes our Enigma as well as the Nyx Assassin. I think you have to call that one off as soon as you see the animation for the Wrath of Nature. That damage
losing his life though.
Oh no, Emo now jumping in. What are we doing here? Look at the kill. Waning Rift, not enough. Yeah, the coil not actually available yet. September.
Seconds. He's going to chase.
Oh, he's going to try.
Oh, tries to cancel it. With the snowball.
We have a teleportation at the ready. Kaka has respawned.
Here's
the chase. The great escape, but there's the coil. Will he snap it? Nope. He's going to give him the kill with the illusory orb.
Took a while, but it is a kill, and yeah, it's on your enemy carry. So, but still, RNG comes out a bit ahead of that with that double kill for Monet, thanks to the Wrath of Nature.
Top lane seems to be going a lot better now for the Naga Siren. And look at this, she is actually bullying. That's an early level in ensnare, but it might get him a kill and a need. It will net them a kill for the Naga Siren.
I tip my hat off to your puns, sir. You know? But Fly, just one sentry. You know, that's one of the issues I think with the Sand King right now is that. You know, you have no one helping you, and you want to take away his invisibility. It's really easy to just zone out.
It's another rune for Kunkka. He might look to gank a lane when he wants to use this one, potentially, as the regen is active. He has the boat at the ready, but he's going to be farming a few stacks for now.
Support levels in this game quite low on RNG side, 2 and 3, I believe, or as IG has 3 and 4, so... Oh, there you go.
Kunkka such high. I guess he did get first blood. He was fighting mid for some time. Fair enough. There's our supports back top. Emo, perhaps in some trouble. I think phase shift. Yeah, I was about to say, oh no, using that one a little bit too early. Maybe expecting the torrent, but the mind games coming out from Setsu.
Setsu's doing really well. That's a nice juicy stack right there.
Oh no, yeah, that is a big stack as well. Ocean Heart is going to be just.
There's another stack they found.
Fly. They might be looking to try and defend this. They don't have a black hole. Oh, the double stomp though actually will slow them down just a little bit. Maybe now going instead super. I mean, there's no concern for the Fiend's grip, although there is
a torrent set up.
Nightmare. No, they need to try and get out now. Kaka with a very nice impale. Look at that golden. Spike Carapace not doing very much damage. Actually, Monet joining the fight. Emo does not have the coil. Actually does have the coil. There's going to be the 3-man coil now. Fly looking to be able to escape. The Waning Rift to follow up, but I mean, it's only a level 7 puck. It's not really all that much damage. So all that's going to allow is for IG to escape. But now the stacks, I mean, look at that. It's a triple. It's a level 4. It's Hidebringer. Oh, the illusory orb is just off. That would have allowed her to farm it. But that's, I think, 5 stacks in total stolen, and they're still here actually looking to fight. Fly one with a nice stun. Do they have detection here for him? It doesn't really look like it's trying to get back, but Kaka has been caught with the Nightmare. Nice save though from the disruption. As September, he's nice. Going to take a bit of a stun. Snowball now to follow up. Will be able to secure the kill onto him. 4 heroes fighting in the jungle at 9 minutes 30 seconds in. RNG. I mean, they've invested quite heavily into the stacks, but that's some stonks for them.
They definitely got what they wanted out of that. They were able to steal the outpost, but JT went and got it for his team as well. And the whole time JT can't fight. He just now got Black Hole. So overall RNG coming up really nicely in that.
And that's the Naga Siren's farm as well. That's tough.
Can we actually look at what's the net worth of it? Naga Siren's still number 2. She did get a solo kill on the Sand King.
But now, not only does she not get that farm, but it actually goes over to Kunkka instead. She's going to take a death as well. Out from the boat, trying to maybe dodge the combo with the... what's her mirror image? Yeah, it's called mirror image on her. No, it's not, is it?
I believe it's mirror image.
Yeah, it is mirror image.
It is mirror image. One of the things that RNG does have going for them is that they just have this tanky Kunkka early. Like, you look at IG side, they can deal with him late game. You know, Naga gets some farm, she can really do some damage. But early game, they have a lot of magic, burst damage, and that's kind of it. And Kunkka's got 2 bracers. Right now, he's just very hard to bring down.
We need an Aether Lens on Disruptor, because yes, disrupting the person that is in the X-Marks combo is fantastic, but it's even better to X-Marks the Kunkka, because then usually the combo just falls apart.
True. But you're still sometimes brought back later.
But with an Aether Lens at least, you can afford to get a little bit closer, perhaps. Because you're right, Kunkka is going to be up in front. They don't really have a way to deal with it.
Look at him, he's already got 1700 HP. Yeah. And I think he's going for the Radiance build. He's got 2,200 gold saved up. I like this build a lot more than the other builds, you know, the Armlet and the Vessel, mainly because, one, you can burn all the illusions, and there will be a lot. Secondly, even if you get Black Hole by Enigma, you're still doing tons of damage the whole time, and preventing your team from taking some right click.
There's Monet. They're going to find Emo as well. A shift, nice waning rift forward, no chance for the Walrus Punch, freshly learned but silenced up. Wrath of Nature doing a lick of damage on the way out, but not enough.
I haven't seen much from Fly in this game. He's just going to go for the hood into the Blink Dagger. He's had a quiet game, you know.
It's been tough for him. He's going to be poor. Early levels going
Fiend's Grip's available.
We do have Fiend's Grip actually. They can put that up for it.
Ollie's here.
And Ollie's here. That's going to be disruption. Plenty of pings coming out as they try and lock down the Shadow even, but the puck will be coming out. The Illusory Orb up to the high ground. Should leave him a safe distance away from the enemy team.
Not really the kind of gank you want for RNG. You used Bane's ulti, which is like, what, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, I think. So it's a long cooldown, but if you can get out of it, very worth it now.
Yep. All right, here, a Mask of Madness, actually.
Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, Monet, Mask of Madness. Into the Maelstrom, so he is going to be going for the Mjolnir build. I do like that.
I think they recognize that their biggest problem isn't going to be a single unit, but it's going to be these, group of summons and a lot of units, illusions from Naga Sign. So they're like, yeah, let's just find a way.
The Eidolons, the Necro Book, yeah.
So they're like, yeah, you get Radiance, I get Maelstrom, we'll deal with it.
They're going to be rotating in and around through. Vendetta level 1, though, that duration not very long.
Oh, he's going to walk into range.
Back, I think.
I think they might have seen him.
They have seen him, I believe. The Necro Book illusions coming in. Kaka, ooh, just out of the range.
He knows the range, by the way.
He knows. He definitely knows the range.
He's like, I know some words had this much, so I'm gonna walk right at the edge.
That's crazy. Well played there.
That's really good. Like it's such a small thing, but so smart.
No, he's gonna go bottom now. No, but the bug, top lane, Monet.
Go here.
TPs are coming in. Nature, big TPs, 3 TPs committed. It's Walrus Punch now. We'll be able to nuke down our Shadow Demon. Monet still standing his ground and fighting here, but the Naga Siren trying to get out. Does she have a TP? She does. I'm not really. Oh, X marked. Oh, will come out just before. Is it going to give him enough time? It will. Fly, air, barely able to escape there.
What timing by the Naga Siren. That was a nail biter for him. He's like, oh, come on, he's got to do this right.
That was really close. That was close. Snowball, the Tusk a little bit too far away.
Another fight going in favor of RNG, though. Yeah, they brought 3 people there from IG, lose all instantly. They had to sleep to get out, which means that the sleep is going to be on cooldown for a while. And yeah, I like how September just shows up, just straight away punches Ollie out. Doesn't bother going for someone tankier, and then Snowball just...
Oh, he snowballs initially.
And then they're like, yeah, this fight's over.
Sounds like he got the X mark off just after the song started.
What time? I wish we could look at Flywind's...
I think Flywind didn't have mana.
Yeah, he didn't have mana, but I was like, does he have a mango? Was it even available?
Was there a team mango, right? That's what everyone starts
no mango.
No mango for him.
He already takes credit. He's like, I'm sorry, guys.
Never again.
That was on me.
Yeah, Burrow Strike being... I think it's pretty much an instant stun, is it not?
There's like a tiny bit of travel time for the
I meant like cast range, though, fairly. That's right. There is a tiny travel time, but he moves fast.
He moves fast
underground. It's like when you go underground into the nether in Minecraft, you travel 8 blocks for every one. It's like that.
I always wanted... I mean, Minecraft just never appealed to me. I always feel bad about that, because everyone loves Minecraft.
Okay, boomer.
Huh? Okay. We're from the same generation.
We are. That is true. That is true.
Boomer, how old do you think I am? Anyway, RNG though. Naga has decent farm, JD has decent farm. The Puck is the kind of emos. He suffered this game.
There's a big dagger though.
And Kunkka, he has decided to go for the armlet into BKB. All right,
they want to fight. They really want to fight this Naga Siren early, and it's been working. But Naga's been able to just barely escape now. I mean, I want to say twice, once maybe, once at least with the song. Smoked up. They're going to be making a play bottom. As I believe pushing down there will be the Puck. X marks the spot though, into the Blink Dagger reveal. Boat incoming. The lockdown is not good enough actually. They're waiting to get out, and look at that, able to escape, trying to break the vision, but they're actually going to snap the coil and nothing to cancel the TP. Just gone. Monet will TP in just a little bit too late, however.
He was taking Observer Wards. They want to take it first and then come, but it cost them. And again, that's a Kunkka used. And I don't know how I feel about the armlets on the Kunkka. I'm sure there's a lot, there's good reasons to go for it, but yeah, he could have killed Puck just with the Radiant Sprint just now, Maybe, possibly.
Yeah, but I don't know if he would have had a 16-minute raid. He might have had it.
I mean, he's got armlet. He's already got.
But then not into 2 bracers though, because 2 bracers are It would have been close. It would have been close. It would have been close. But granted.
Yeah, I like the BKB choice right after though.
There's the Manta style now for our Naga Siren. Dispels this game. Yeah, sure, right. It'll be better. Manta dodge a few more things, perhaps. Puck. Oh, with that, actually, that would have been a bigger kill as well because it's so close to the Blink Dagger now. It just needs one right click and she'll have that. JT and Ollie down bottom. BKB straight away for the Enigma. He knows that, well, only the Fiend's Grip really will be able to cancel that.
The Walrus Punch as well, but you have to be be on the other side of him.
I don't think that's possible. I think Black Hole's got a really, really tiny cast range, and Walrus Punch is going to use the attack range of Tusk. I think you're going to get sucked into the Black Hole.
Like I said, if you're behind, you should be able to be okay. We'll find out, right?
We'll find out. We'll find out. I have my doubts, though. I'm pretty sure, because it's the cast range on Enigmas for Black Hole is basically in the middle.
Yeah. No, he uses it in front of him. He's not like in the center.
But what I'm talking is the cast range, though. It's tiny. It's tiny. It's like one.
Yeah, he'll be very close to it.
Yeah. So I don't know, honestly. I don't know if Tusk will reach him. Now, if he gets the broom handle, you know, something like that.
Can you imagine the neutral items?
They're going to catch Kaka here. Snowball is not really going to do too much. Dragging him back into the Torrent and a Walrus Punch. See you later. Oh, he does have the broom handle. Look at that. Yeah. Oh my God.
That's what I was saying. I was like, when you said it, I was like, wait, what?
Can we hover over? I mean, that's not that much though. I don't think he can. I really don't think he's gonna be able to get it.
He will. Maybe 1 point.
I don't think so.
Flyman does his career. I'm not sure what was on.
It is September. He's a real nice position for.
And he's going for Blink Dagger, so he believes that he can do it. Like he believes he'll be able to blink and cancel it. Otherwise, you would not go.
But look, I mean,
I know it's very close, but look, but you won't always be in the middle. He'll be fine.
I don't know. I have my doubts. I'd be very surprised. I think they're going to be in some trouble here.
I believe in September. I believe the Blink Dagger is his attempt. We'll find out that I'm right.
I mean, maybe if you can kill the Enigma before that would be good. Yeah, I mean, they've got plenty of ways to do that. RNG, they've proved they haven't had any difficulties thus far.
Yeah, 9-3. It's a relatively low kill game, but I think IG is also okay with that because they just want Nuggets farm, and she is right up their net worth. And also we see Emo. He's recovered a bit. He was behind Flywin.
There's the Blink delivered.
Yeah, there you go. Now this is going to be the. I mean, not right now, but we'll find out. Well, at least we have the tools to prove the theory.
Yeah. Well, he does have the broom handle as well. I was very surprised to see that. We know IG, they're probably going to be chilling. They love fighting at 27 minutes. Right at 27 minutes, I guarantee you, as long as they're in any position to take a fight, if they have one ulti, they're going to be fighting.
What a nice D-ward, by the way. Did you see that? He is like, yeah, I think it's on
the jump forward. There's going to be the stun. They will find Flywin trying to lock him down. He's going to be coiled up, so he cannot burrow strike out and away, and down he goes, actually snapping the coil. He will die.
Flywin barely has some.
Ollie's dying to the. Oh my God! I thought he was going to die to the tower. But RNG, they're going to be making a play for Roche. I'm not sure if they do it quite fast enough here, actually. With the tag team, they are quite speedy. And now that it's ended, the Maelstrom for Monet, they need a few more procs. They're getting closer. There's Monet. I'm sorry, yes. There's Setsu, though. So now it should be no problem.
That's a bad game for Flywin, though. But September is.
They're smoked up, though. They're going for them. Oh, they're going to be a little bit too late, but they're so low on HP. Monet, can anyone scout the pit? No, he's going to be able to freely TP away.
Will they sleep this? No, they can't, right? Yeah,
who's been X-marked? Oh, it's the Puck. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate from IG. They should show up a little bit too late. I think, yeah, they don't have their top outpost there. That's going to be under RNG control, so they couldn't have TP'd either. So very well played from RNG. That's why it's so important to take an outpost, to get a D ward before you go into Roche.
Yeah, but at the same time, IG had taken their outpost. They're like, yeah, we'll trade, and then they decided to go for it. Actually, the trade happened like a couple minutes earlier. But, ooh, that was by the skin of their teeth, you know? Like,
Monet with the Aegis, though. How do you feel about that?
I'm guessing, I mean, if he comes back, remember, if he comes back, turns on the Mask Madness, hits, as long as Black Hole's already been used, I don't think they can actually kill him.
Doesn't he lose that bonus damage from Wrath of Nature, though, when he dies?
I think he does. He does, yeah. I mean,
that's not the biggest deal in the world, of course.
Because it's really that. I mean, we don't play Nature's Prophet.
30 damage.
30 damage, pretty good.
He attacks pretty fast. I don't know. It's a decent amount. Of course, you still have a lot of other modifiers coming through. But
Nagastan is going for. What's he going for? Lincoln or Skadi? She's got an ultimate orb here. Not sure what she's queuing up next. But Shadi is going to go for the Aether Lens like that.
Oh, no ball. They find our Nyx assassin, Kaka, dead.
That's a hard. It's Kaka's job this game. It's hard for him to make plays. What item does he have? He's kind of low on the net worth. I don't imagine he's got. He's going to go for Yules. He can't really do too much.
Oh, they try and torrent up our Naga Siren. We have so many illusions running around the map already. Yeah, a lot of gold in the bank. I wonder what that's going to be. Lincolns or a Scotty, right? Or an early Silver Edge? I'm just, you know, whatever else Ultimate Ore builds into.
Like, what else is there?
Probably, I want to say a Scotty?
Yeah, not all the stats are so good, right?
Yeah.
Plus it has the heal reduction, so it's a little better now than it used to be.
Well, 10-4 is our kill score here. The odds now favoring RNG. Not by much, but by enough.
Yeah, well, it comes to where we started, right?
Yeah.
I'm still surprised though. Like both teams are really okay with chilling. RNG, they did just finish a couple of BKBs. One on Monet, one on Setsu, so maybe they want to make a move now.
Oh. And he's gonna find Enigma. Do not use your BKB. He uses the BKB and he's gonna TP out. Yeah. He does it, the mad lad.
10-second BKB? I mean, he had no other way.
I'm surprised.
You think he should have just died?
He's the fourth make that most farmed hero in the game. He's a lot. That would have been a decent amount of gold given, but
maybe even the bottom tower.
No, but now after 10-second BKB, yeah, I guess what? How long of a BKB do you really need for Black Hole?
Yeah,
right?
It's like once you get it's either once you jump in and catch them, that's sort of the most important step. But yeah, I mean, you do kind of need a decent BKB, you know, because he's gonna BKB. He won't. Sometimes you won't be able to get that chance to blink in instantly. Like you BKB and it's like, oh, they go in position after 2 seconds.
Oh, Shadow Demon, JT, or Ali rather. I think he's gonna be in trouble. He drops the ulti onto Monet, but he is going to die regardless. And the aggressive disruption, doing a bit of damage. But they're probably going to still push this tier 2 regardless. The Bun, his warrior has been killed.
He lost that? He didn't lose anything, just a sentry and
No, it was a sentry and a TP scroll.
He's going to go for a Glimmer Cape. Alright, that's fine. Again, I also think that he might want to get a 80 lens at one point because his cast of Fiend's Grip could be incredible.
And the split push potential is only going to get worse as this Naga Siren gets tankier and tankier. It's not going to matter. They still have a wave mid. They're able to defend it. They've got Treant. Kunkka is very tanky. Flywind is very tanky. So they have things to tank the waves here. The Fortify has already been used. Puck jumping in very aggressively with the silence onto 2. We'll be able to push him back, just nuking down the wave. Fortify actually being used as well. Wanting to take as little damage as possible here to the structure. Just getting more stuns on the Flywind.
Imclan, the Kunkka is very nice.
Yeah.
The Tidebringer.
Whoa, okay. The Yule Scepter was all a thing. No, with the Torrent though, perfectly timed. There's the disruption after the stun. Can they actually escape? The phase shift will be used early on. Can they get anything else? Ooh, the coil, but there is going to be the Puck. Very dead, a 4-man coil. Where's the follow-up though? Where's the Black Hole? The Naga Siren. Look, Enigma's bottom actually. I mean, do you have the damage to even follow that up, I guess? But
yeah, I mean, honestly, that was a great setup for Black Hole. They almost took the tower. I think that IG might have taken one of their towers in return.
You don't even need to. BKB. You can just walk. I mean, it's probably better if you BKB, but you don't even need to. They already used Walrus Punch. They already used Fiend's Grip. There's nothing. I mean, you're gonna catch 4 heroes in that.
IG just thought that the split push was a better idea.
Works out for them. Ooh, Nyx Assassin. He's gonna scout or just see Flywind pick up a ward. Bounty, that is. Yeah. All right, but this will. I mean, they already had that tier 2 bottom. I don't know. It's confusing.
Yeah, Stealth Knight.
Flywind, Nightmare. He's going to toggle it over to one of the illusions. Monet now looking to man fight. Song of the Siren will come through, but Setsu getting out the song with.
Oh, look at that!
Boat incoming. Oh, might be in some trouble. Snowball now incoming as Kaka running through, trying to save the Naga Siren. They punch the right one though, pushing her back with the charge. They knock her into the trees. JT on the way, but he's going to be a bit slow. Naga Siren already dead. September now continuing to fight. Smoke will break onto Ollie. He's not really sure where he wants to go. He will use now the Demonic Purge onto September. Trying to slow him down. Flywind though, the Blink Dagger will be cancelled. Monet popping his BKB. Going to be chasing Kaka as JT cannot find the Black Hole as Ali, well, he's going to die next to the outpost. Monet, he's done.
Bit of a wasted BKB, but it's fine. I mean, you were able to kill Ali for...
Now we have the Blink on Enigma. That's what he was waiting for.
Alright.
Big death on Naga though.
Yeah, he's going to go for the Lincolns on the Enigma. I don't believe Lincoln's it's blocked by Walrus Punch, but I'm not quite sure. It is? Because I believe it's like an orb effect, similar to like Drow Rangers, Frost You can toggle it on, you know?
No, I believe it will get...
It pierces spell immunity, but I don't know if it's... but it doesn't say anywhere that if it's blocked by Lincolns, because it is single target at the same time.
It is, I'm pretty sure, because Spirit Breaker ulti. Well, that's different.
But that's different.
Well.
This one,
But it applies as auto attack damage, doesn't it?
No, this thing is like, yeah, like you turn it on, like you can do that triangle.
Yeah, you do the auto attack.
So
no, I'm fairly sure that it is blocked by BK or a Lincoln's, for example.
I think it's not. I don't.
Yeah,
we're googling it now. You know, we're finding out in a second if it pierces the Lincolns or not, because it's an interesting mechanic. Because it's not orb effect like it used to. No, orb effects don't exist now, but.
Oh yeah, that's auto attack modifiers.
We'll find out
either.
So it's still good to have the Lincoln just to block a Fiend's Grip, because that also pierces the BKB.
It does. Yeah, that's going to be a big one too.
Well, I am just like waiting for the decision on whether.
So the way that the wiki has it is that it shows you the icon of the Lincoln Sphere. It's grayed out. But I guess it pierces BKB, so I guess it pierces Lincoln. Yeah. But what does that mean?
Yeah, it should. It shouldn't be blocked by Lincolns, I believe. It's the same thing as like a line AOE Hex, you know, it's not blocked by Lincoln.
But that's different though, because it's a ground targeted ability. Yeah. Like, you know, that would be like Lion or a Lincoln's blocking Black Hole. That would make any sense.
I know, but if you want, the closest thing would be something like Drow Ranger's Frost Arrows, Silencer's Glaives of Wisdom.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, if it's toggled on, he can do it. I imagine it might not be though if he clicks on it, but that's a tough one. We'll find out. We still want to see if he can do it while they're black holing. There's so many things I want to see September do.
Because it says, the wiki says it is an active attack modifier, but it also procs on cast effects like a regular spell. So that makes it sound like it is blocked by
Lincolns, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Kaka, they find Super here.
Yeah, they're gonna find him. They don't. The Buns though. The Bun, he's in trouble. Getting stunned up. Will be murdered. Torrent slowing them down a little bit. Actually, the blink back. He does jaunt backwards defensively. We have had Aegis reclaimed, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like I said, it's been a quiet game.
We're waiting for that one fight from IG, man. Right. The song into the black hole. It's all gonna go down.
The big climax of this match. Nagasa on top of them. What is she building? She went for defeat. It was a Skadi. She's got Manta, Diffusal, Skadi. Still has room to grow. She's got at least 2 slots. The boots can also be exchanged for like a boost of travel, so 3 slots. She can put more. I like what Flywind has.
An Aeon disc.
Yeah. I like that. He's been dying, you know, like a little before the fights begin. If he could live a little longer. And remember, the most important thing he provides is the stuns, and that's another RNG query. They've been losing quite a few of these.
Did Roche that courier? Not really sure. Flywind jumping in there onto JT, dropping plenty. There's going to be the Dream Coil, though, onto the back line to Monet. Just trying to man-fight
it again. Holy crap.
The Bun, he gets exploded. They're just trying to always take this guy down. Look at Flywind actually nearly dying. He might die to the right. Clicks out from Emo. That's the illusory orb. This is a bad fight. September, he's been caught alone. The Black Hole there onto 2, and absolutely nothing to try and stop it here. That Black Hole ending, though. Setsu, he is a tanky boy, though. Can the kill? And the boat incoming. So there's going to be Kaka getting control by September. The stun, he will go down, however. Monet mostly doing the jobs there, but the landing rip secures the kill onto Setsu. Ooh, Monet, he's going to die. Oh, that was a bad fight indeed. September. Ooh, it took a long time to kill that Kunkka, though, didn't it?
The boat trauma was so effective. And again, they have no way to cancel Black Hole. Was around, but they just chose not to go in. And Flywind, he seems to sort of be dying a lot before these fights begin. Just a beautiful Black Hole. Yeah, that one was a hard one to blink into because he was definitely in the middle of it.
Yeah, poor Kaka. Just gets eaten alive by Monet.
And Monet, as long as someone's with him.
Disruption, too. A good disruption as well. Buys him a little bit of time. Emo with the triple kill there, turning it around. Fly by to Roshan. There it goes.
Flywind's here.
Jump in, though. They're going to be able to burst through Aegis, nearly immediately silenced up, and taking a lot of damage will be Flywind, but now the snowball in from September. They're going to be fighting immediately. Walrus Punch will murder Kaka. Flywind does die, however. They're looking for more. Super, the Bun, unable to run there underneath the Sentry Ward. Is now September will be the last to fall. IG, they do lose Aegis, but they come back and get 3 additional kills out of it.
Realistically, at this point, it's like 90% IG's chance to win because I'm not really sure what RNG's combo is. We have not actually seen an epicenter this whole game. It's 31 minutes in. I have not seen a single epicenter, and even if the epicenters, if you lower his damage, the epicenter damage becomes 0 because Aeon Disc will proc and that removes it.
I believe you cannot block wall respawn, by the way, with
Lincolns?
Yeah.
You think
it will go through? I think that's my final answer from here.
I know, that's fine. I mean that's.
No, we'll find out soon enough.
By the way, we have like what 3 Lincolns maybe?
Yeah.
We have one on the Enigma, one on the puck. Good luck catching them. And Bane is, it's unfortunate, but the hero, he's.
Oh, now there's a heart too on Naga Siren.
Oh god.
It's getting hard for RNG.
Yeah, that fight just now that happened, that we were talking about, this was what the game was all leading up to. IG has been very patient. They've been sacrificing Kakan all game. Like Kakan, he just goes in, he looks around, he gets caught, does not matter. He's nowhere near the win condition. It's all about the Enigma, it's all about getting the sleep. Puck just makes space. Even then, his farm is like lowest on his team. Doesn't matter.
Oh, Abyssal queued up for Kunkka though. That is going to be nice. Does get blocked by Lincolns though.
Yeah, exactly. He has an Orchid and Abyssal, so I guess he can remove it with one.
That's a good point, yeah.
But if they BKB, that creates that you can't Orchid them then. So yeah.
They're already having a bit of a tough time there. As they're
Flywind.
And now on to Flywind. Oh, they dodged the stun though. The coil though, not going to be dodging.
Yeah,
Link forward as September jumping on in. JT off, still waiting in the trees. Demonic Purge not getting the job done as X marks the spot. There's going to be the Nightmare trying to keep alive. Boat incoming, but September has been eaten alive by the Naga Siren. Monet running for his life as JT backing off yet again. There is a black hole.
I like my black hole's right.
But hey, popping the BKB there just to be able to escape. I think this just gives the green light for IG to keep on pushing.
Yeah, what is Flywind's score? He's like 1-4, I believe, in this game. Is this? Where is he? Yeah, he's 1-4, just having a miserable game. And I mean, I don't want to, we're not bashing the guy, but he just hasn't had an impact this game. No, not even a single epicenter came out.
It's been a tough game. Look, I love the Talisman of Evasion first on the Naga Siren as well. Of course, Waller Sponge cannot miss.
Yeah,
so it's always gonna hit. True strike on that guy.
But then again, the illusions, the Kunkka might be trying to do a big hit, and nothing happens. And
they're just trying to kill him with illusions. It's gonna be tough though. Although I mean, burning the mana quite effectively at the very least is gonna force a super the bun back to the fountain.
Puck has a gem, which means that as they run around, they're taking your vision, and it is really looking tough for RNG. I guess at this point, if you're RNG, you have to find a pick-off. A team fight is suicidal.
Yeah, but you can't just get one onto Kaka. You can't just get one onto the Shadow Man. They don't care if they die. Sure, they're not gonna be super willing to fight you, but I mean, already with the Naga Siren, you can see the effect starting to build. There's not even Butterfly. She's not even farm move there. It's going to be September perhaps getting caught out, trying to save him, but the damage I think is going to be a little bit too much. JT just standing around trying to get the kill with the Enigma auto attacks. Finally, he's going to use a spell. The Malefice will come through, and that's going to assist them in getting the kill. They're looking for more though. Fly onto the high ground, but a very nice disruption. They're dodging a lot of damage coming through. Oh, Emo down with the coil onto 2. Where is JT? Looking for the black hole, and there's going to be the setup. They want to go for the Kunkka, and here it comes. Black hole incoming. There it is. Onto 2 heroes. They're going to find 2 of the cores, trying to get most damage done to the BKBs, though. It's not nearly enough. Flywind jumping in, only getting the stun onto Fly. Monet barely able to live as he will be able to escape into the fountain, but it looks like Setsu may just die for that. Oh, yes, he will. Emo jumping forward with the Waning Riv to secure it. Flywind trying to delay this push as long as possible as the gem will finally be returning. He's going to be forced out. And again, the setup for that black hole is just a little bit too easy.
And so, yeah, it's like that's the thing that IGS just have to get a sleep off on 2 people. They got 2 cores this time, get a black hole. And Monet is going back to heal.
Dream Coil? Nope. This not going to connect. Monet is going to be trying to split push here.
Sadly, I mean, all he's going to do is maybe cause it to go back, but IG...
He does have a wave there, though. We'll see. They have TP'd JT back. It's the Wrath of Nature. There's going to be a nice stun onto Fly, but again, he's just way too tanky. Look at Flywind. They've got a gem here. Even the Snowball save cannot come through. The Yule Scepter coming through in time, but that means we don't have a defensive Yule, so Monet will TP back. The buyback now from Flywind is they're going to try and chase IG, maybe try and find a kill. If they can get an X marks onto Fly, it might be possible. September trying to find anyone with the shards, just shy though onto Fly, as Ollie, perhaps the easiest of kills, will be able to TP away. And look at that, even Kaka getting the bounties on the way out.
And going for that. Oh, look at this. That was one thing I like about the sleep as well is that JT doesn't blink in blindly. He goes in, he's like, oh, here's the vision. All right, now I'll use it right here. It is so good. He's also always in the middle. He's not casting it like on the sides, which you can do, but makes sure he's right in the middle.
And then he just walks away. He's like, all right, I already, you know, I did it. I did the thing.
What do you want from me?
Nice, like bit of aggression as well here onto our Kunkka, out from Emo, just to be able to make sure they actually get a kill on
they didn't actually rack mid, by the way.
No, they didn't.
They kind of wasted a little time going for those kills in the back line. But I mean, IG 11k ahead. All they have to do is fight on their cooldowns already.
MKB, okay, so there's Abyssal, there's Butterfly, MKB soon for Monet, which is going to help him a little bit.
Yeah, good against the Butterfly. Yeah, but RNG, you have to bind the pick-off on anyone, like, and then try to take a team fight with a number advantage. It has to be a pick-off into a team fight. It cannot be like a pick-off and then and then maybe that's what they're gonna do here. Oh,
September BKB, nice stun there. Kaka, you mad lad. He will be able to get the Carapace on onto 2, but look,
the Jagger's available.
Getting stunned will be our Puck. In some trouble perhaps, the Disruption, not gonna be able to save one, and look at that, the Abyssal Blade reveal. Maybe catching Puck off guard. They've lost actually both supports and the mid laner. Jumping in a little bit too aggressive.
JT's
Maybe
gone,
looking to turn this? No, she's just coming in. She's just singing a song of the
This is actually bad. There's no TP scope.
Yeah, she is. Oh, nice dodge there. Breaking the ankles and just continuing to run away. But the Snowball will be able to find Fly, dragging her right back into the epicenter. The Heart, though, keeping her alive. But probably not versus 5 heroes. Boat will be incoming, but ultimately unnecessary. As IG, they kind of just lose a few kills. I mean, that's also doubly bound because it's not just like a Naga Siren's a hero where you
this kill is just from the Naga. The kill is just for the 4,000 XP.
Where you can kind of just walk in and then walk away. Especially when she walks in with Song, it's like, oh, there's a Naga Siren nearby.
That the Naga Siren has no buyback. They could actually turn this to Rax for RNG. They could turn this into 2 Raxes.
They could.
Mid and top.
They could, but they still need to be aware of the Black Hole BKB, of the Dream Coil. All these ultis are available. Oh my god, look how fast they push though.
Yeah, they assault
goodbye to your mid lane barracks.
Then they're going to go for top. They want to test to see. If he's not buying back for 1, he might not be buying back for 2 either.
Oh, there they go though. I've heard the coil. It's only going to be onto Flywin though. Torrent will not connect. Maybe a little bit too eager there. Oh, the Refresher Orb though for Enigma finally getting purchased. He's going to smoke up. They are going to be pinging out Setsu. Monet. Oh, the Snowball stuns. Look at that. Blown up is Kaka getting a little bit too close there underneath the Sentry Ward. 20 seconds, and we will have our Naga Siren back. I think IG, they're not cool with this, but they're like, it's okay. They can't get Megas.
Yeah, I mean, you can still win a team fight, but what IG just gave them a 13k gold swing. It was like 12k hit for IG, and this was completely unneeded. This is gonna go back in their favor. It was completely unnecessary. They just could have gone back, and I don't know. No, Naga Siren not saving up for buyback.
Ooh, Divine Rapier queued up for our Kunkka.
Expensive.
True strike though.
And he does have buyback, so I'm cool with it.
I think that's better than an MKB.
True.
For him anyway, because he can cleave up with it. Oh, he switched it up already. They go, no, you fool. What are you doing? Don't build up.
Oh, come on. Be a man, Setsu.
Oh, the Leveler is going to be for IG.
You look at the neutral items. Timeless Relic is pretty damn good. Someone has a Spell Prism as well for Timeless Relic on the Sand King. That's pretty good. Increase the damage from his...
Witless Shaco for Kaka, but they still kill him. Oh, the Leveler for Naga Siren, though.
I feel like it's not rest. It only matters if she gets near their enemy base. And the Spell Prism is amazing.
I mean, yeah, but she's got a proc, though.
Oh, that's true. I don't believe that raw attack...
Sorry?
No, I was like wondering, does raw attack speed go into illusions? And there's
yeah, because they copy. Oh, they killed a Courier with Monet, or rather September trying to turn this into a fight here. Kaka in some trouble. The Yule Scepter going to buy him a little bit of time. Ollie trying to turn this one around as well. Kaka still alive. He's going to get a little bit of help out from the Ollie with disruption. JT looking for maybe something here. Jumps in the black hole. He's going to catch 2 heroes. He catches the and they're going to move the ball up.
FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Zame comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He's just, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
I mean, yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage in the fight. One of the most damage in the game as an offlane.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm asking ninjas here.
Got to be careful who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Zame to have this invis route. And Zame will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing around rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, we'll find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well, between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He's toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees, he's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is level the PL.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeps. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the agony. So. As Thompson, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those blink calls as he's been suffering through the last few fights. And Somnus, I have Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the characters, but again FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel though. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in this series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Centaur creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The Blood Bright Silence connects. He's got the Manta back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. X Xnova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, Xnova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FI. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks the back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top racks. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close to Brew is at 25. I mean,
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball. He turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail. FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give an edge for this team fight. The LGD are big gold, but no blood take over 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
We've got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't. They bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon disc on Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, it was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail call if he finds him, especially with this BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the spot, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But
he's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shiva's covered. Ana's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the Counterblade. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB. He'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the Axe. As Jerax as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
he has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom room, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jerax. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's back door. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting isn't enough to hold OG in the game.
You see No Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Topson, Ana, and Jerax. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jerax is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split of course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Ana up in the skies. As this rack's on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose their top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to de-ward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Ana is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to be the set. Oh, he's in. The call, the EMP, the counter, but FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. Get Chalice. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pods the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. Got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball over to Topson, the self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No Tail. No Tail puts the hand of God, but No Tail beaten down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Ana. He's been left behind in Topson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Ana alive. Ana with the doppelganger. The Deafening Blast comes out onto the 2 of them. Ana trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Ana again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo, meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Bob the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Ana as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova is so low? As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Ana back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the charge, and they find him. Arme, he's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without 2 of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Ana, but Ana also toying with them with that doppel. He set the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill.
Seb,
yeah,
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting Somnus. He's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh! Doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Ana, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Ana again with the double gather. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Ana will be able to force him away. They've got the hex. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy No Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. As Arme should be fine here.
Topson's got the ghost, he's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Arme's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
He's back, real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead that PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment with these last few fights. Obviously the 25s now coming out on OG. Topson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out as fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's That's the refresher shot.
There's
no way they get this. There's no way LGD can.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG Q-Rex now. At all.
The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is
massive.
really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. But just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays from OG. Still 30 seconds without Chalice.
Double Hex coming out now. Topson and these 5-second BKBs. Yeah, I mean, they were flushing with their
FY.
Being spotted out.
Got the vision. They're on top of him. Thompson, he's in trouble. The Nullify comes out, but he got the Ghost Walk off as well as the Hex in time. Now, Somnus turns out, the blood runs down. Thompson! He's dead for 100. Has got the buyback available. PSG LGD will certainly look to force it out of them.
FY just with the shadow blade. It just, as soon as they split up, he finds the perfect opportunity there on Topson.
You got to be careful going out on the map when FY's alive. There's every chance in the world that he's going to be watching you from the trees.
And at this point, I think for Ame, it's actually going to be very worth it for him to actually just try and burn all the mana from the Phantom Lancer, so he can't doppelganger all the time. That's causing a huge issue in the team fights. And I see that Chalice is using his Dispel Magic every single cooldown on these Phantom Lancer illusions, but there's still way too many that are causing havoc in these team fights.
It's too constant. Like that doppel cooldown being 3 seconds just allows him to always be able to play around a little bit around the brew. They don't really have this crazy AoE when you look at LGD's lineup to just clear out those illusions. It's really a lot based off them just trickling them down slowly with like the Shivas and the Radiants and knowing exactly which one it is.
Yep, he doesn't have the crit talent, but now he does have crit from that Bloodthorn coming out.
It's a lot of damage that Anna can offer to the fights now.
And Brewmaster without BKB, very vulnerable. Cold Snap, Bloodthorn, Berserker's Call. There's a lot of ways that they can prevent him from getting that ult.
He just commits it from the back, just to be careful.
Make sure that he can get it off and get some damage in onto the tier 3s. Anna's going to start to try and fight against these Primal Split Brewlings. He'll be able to find one of them. He has been silenced. He'll take down the Wind Panda 2 as well by the looks of it. There's only the Earth Panda prevails. Seb jumps and he gets the call onto the Panda, popping the BKB as well, so they won't kill the Brewlings off. They do force PSG LGD away long enough that Topson does not have to expend his buyback. Topson back in the game.
And then they're utilizing the PL very well too by replicating him, sending illusions to get some extra damage on the tower. It's just one Rax left that's holding LGD away from Mega Creeps.
And they're straight out. They're ready with the aggressive play. OG. Topson, can he find a catch? He's close to having vision onto X-Nova.
Should be able to find X-Nova. He is stalking him. He got sights of him for a second. He seems a bit far away though.
Oh, the tornado. It's got him. Topson drops the combo down upon him. The stun comes out though. Oh, the counterplay. Jax is there though with the heal, the tether. Keeping Topson alive with the Abyssal Blade down. Candace here with the hand of God cuts through. Topson still alive, but Chalice gets the Primal Spit out. He's been stunned. Topson, the cheese, he's fine. Topson, he goes down. They get the kill onto the Evoker. No tail. Being chased by Arme. The bash is coming through, but the Blade Mail was already out from Seb. He tries to get the call off. The bash of the Cataclysm isn't enough to find the kills. Anna leading forward. The Bloodthorn onto FY. Gets the kill onto FY. FY bites back straight away. Anna looking towards Somnus again. The doppelganger. Arme on top of Topson. Topson being saved by Jax. Jax with the tether. Arme turns into Integral Gemma. There's the call. Seb, he catches Arme. Arme dead for 2 minutes. The Hex. They've got Somnus as well. Oh, gee. Double kill for Seb. The clutch buybacks coming into play. Nobody has a buyback available right now. As OG stand with 5 alive on the map, 100 seconds without the Morphling.
This doppel talent is just destroying LGD. They have no way to actually find Ana. Like Ben said, the Brewmaster's constantly using the Dispel, but it's so hard to find the real PL amongst all these illusions in all this chaos of the fights with tornadoes and chaos meters and everything falling all over the place.
And look at this. The tier 3 tower falling. Anna frontlining it all. What's he scared of? The Blood Bride will come out. Chalice with the Shiva's Guard trying to initiate. But Anna, he's poking, prodding, beating down, and on the side, Thompson jumps in. Chalice gets in with the BKB with the call. Seb, he's got the disability. Chalice, do they have the damage? They got on top of the Chalice. He's into the snowball. FY buying time for him, but now he's vulnerable. He's gets Hex. He gets Bloodthorn. Chalice buys back. Straight back into the the game. Anna trying to find his attention onto X-Nova. Chalice leading forward. The Tornado going to be off the market. Only catches out the Bloodseeker, but Seb, he's looking for the follow-up. Jumps in, gets the call. The BKB was out in time. The Bananas on top of it. Now it's Seb's got the blade on FY.
Okay.
With the snowball again. Thompson, Jarax focusing the racks. Thompson gets the Hex up onto X-Nova. Seb healed up by Jarax. Anna still full health at the moment as the Brewlings are pushed back to the base. OG get the bottom melee racks. As still 30 seconds to play without the Morphling in the game. They move towards the mid lane. OG, can they really get it all here? The mid racks falling. They've taken a full second sets, 15 painful seconds for LGD.
They're gonna keep going. They want to claim their megas.
Another tier 3 falls. OG onto the final set of racks that LGD have left standing. Azana, he gets kicked back. He's separated from the team, but he has the double gagger. He's been ruptured. He needs help, but he needs it now. Jarek in with the tap of the hand of God. Give it that double heal. The relocate as well. Jarek gets him out. As OG will successfully disengage before that Morphling's back in, as they found both racks. Jerax will die for this one, almost certainly, as he looks to tether across, but another fight upon him. He has buyback though, and OG just took so much away from PSG LGD.
Maybe they're just scared of the Mars Phoenix combo, so once they ban the Phoenix,
a lot less scary. So this time IG will be getting the first pick here. Maybe RNG should just say, hey, we'll take Silencer. There you go. Keep him in the fountain. Anytime Black Hole, just press R. But tough game just now for RNG.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if they could be real happy with the way they played. I think once they start hitting that top tier 3 and go, oh, it doesn't have buyback.
Yeah.
Maybe then they can actually make a real serious push for that game.
Just end?
Yeah.
But to be fair,
see how much damage they did to that? I mean, that tier 3 tower is down in like 10 seconds. Not even.
But Naga's like 25 seconds away when they took it down. So, you know,
they took a whole lane of barracks and Naga couldn't even.
The thing is,
they didn't even see Naga.
Sometimes teams will give away one racks and they'll see if the other team will push it, and they pushed it.
It just seems tough, right? Because I see what you're saying, but like against the Naga Siren, you know, you really want to let her get that extra item or two. You're already 35 minutes in. You have no dedicated Naga counter. You know what I mean? It's just, that's not like this is it. This is either we win here or we don't. But I feel like you make a shot at it at least.
If the thing is, if they had known then, well, I mean, before, then yeah, they would have gone for the throne. But they didn't know that. They just go in, they see Naga doesn't buy back, they take one rack, they say, okay, let's go, she'll buy back now. They didn't, and then she's like, oh yeah, well, at least we got 2 racks. And looking like very similar to what we had in game 1 right now with Shadow Demon for Ollie, and Nature's Prophet could be Monet's, could be someone else's, could be Flywind for all we know.
10 seconds.
So Nature's Prophet being picked. What else are they going to take? The Shadow Demon was an issue that game.
It really was.
You know, the saves he was able to provide were very impressive.
I wonder if we're about to see literally the exact same draft come through.
I would love that. Honestly, I would love.
Okay. Well, RNG, they're going to change it up a bit.
And September has another.
I feel, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I feel like Flywind has played the position 3 clockwork before. Hasn't he? I feel like we've seen it. It didn't really work out for them, and I think that's why you're usually one to say, I hope this is a clockwork 4 and not a 3.
Well, I still hope it's a clockwork 4 and not a 3, but I don't know if I haven't written it anywhere down, but it would be good if it's the 4 because you can hook shot and catch Enigma anywhere now. Of course, there could be bodies blocking your path, but you have that, you know, they have options easier than a Tusk. Meanwhile, Mirana comes out. That's the Kaka Mirana, and that's the Mirana Shadow Demon combo.
I thought we might see it game 1, and we didn't end up seeing it, but teams have been more apt to actually want to ban out the Potom, so I'm actually a little bit surprised that it sneaks through here. The Shadow Demon Mirana, I mean, that's one classic pick right there. It's I don't know. It's hard to even, you know, peanut butter and jelly, you know, comes second only to Shadow Demon Mirana.
Yeah, it's very iconic, you know. And also Mirana just feels like strong here because, you know, she gives you that free smoke every time her ulti is up. You can go around, get kills off. Late game that can be a real issue. You don't know where she is or her entire team. But they do have a very mobile duo against the RNG. Has the Nature's Prophet who can teleport anywhere. So anywhere a kill happens, someone gets disrupted and you know an arrow's coming. Nature's Prophet is right there. Clockwork as well has the hook shot, so he has like he has a couple seconds and he can just hook shot from very far away to join the fight. So you have a mobile duo to help deal with it.
And a very, very scary, like, I would hate to play the mid lane against these two heroes. I mean, we saw last time Monet just come in mid casual. Like, this is a draft where I could very easily see 4 minutes mid lane at 4 minutes in, right? For RNG just to kill the mid laner.
Another thing though is that Nature Prophet summons could also block the arrow. You know, if you have. We'll see about that. IG banning out the disruptor. Yeah, pretty good. If you have the sprout, you have the cogs to trap people in, and of course, even if someone gets disrupted, the save disruption, you can just throw a kinetic field as well as a stack storm on top of that when he comes back. So it's a nice ban. Whereas RNG, I mean, they're gonna have to be banning cores right now. They already see the support duo, so who do they not want to play up against?
5 seconds remaining.
I wonder if Miran's is gonna be a core and IG just takes some.
No, I think it's almost always Kaka on the hero. He's been playing it a lot recently too. It's a strong position for. I mean, again, we talked about the the potential for RNG to be ganking mid like crazy. That Shadow, even Mirana mid lane gank can be terrifying as well, because it's not a whole lot you can reasonably do against it. What do? You gank a hero like Puck and hope that they miss the timing, right? Yeah. Because it's just one of those things where if the disruption hits, the arrow is going to hit you unless they make a mistake.
I guess Ryan coming out as a ban. RNG might want to consider going something very global. You know, like maybe they're like, oh, if they can show up anywhere, thanks to Moonlight, maybe we can just do the same.
This is kind of concerning, though, to see the Naga ban. Because, yes, I don't think they want to play against the Naga after last game, don't get me wrong. But then also, I mean, these two heroes, yet again, very little crowd control. We saw last game Monet did all right with the Mjolnir, right? He was getting plenty of damage in.
Madness, Mjolnir, yeah.
Exactly. But he was, I mean, once they jumped on him with the Naga, it was GG, right? The game was over. And we're going for even more single target here.
This is the first time in this tournament I've seen this hero.
A Rasta.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if we've seen him previously either. But again, this is something I'm scared about. I mean, you take something. Well, even dispels against Shaman are super good.
Just Lotus Orb,
the shackles, yeah.
Yeah, Lotus Orb basically blocks everything you can do. Pretty good. You know, if you can either cock someone through the ulti, or you can just snake them through the ulti. So yeah, there's a nice combination here.
But the push is insane though.
The push is very powerful from RG's side. Whereas IG has better like early killing power with these two, whereas RNG, it's a lot on Clockwork. But it also means RNG side, you might find something like a Slark would be really nice. Ursa, we've talked about these heroes who just like to ramp up, so Shadow Shaman gives you a lot of these options here.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, that's also a very popular combo. That's actually second or maybe third to Peanut Butter and Jelly.
Yeah, of course.
But the Ursa Warrior,
Peanut Butter Jelly.
Lane.
I mean, who even likes that, right?
What, Peanut Butter and Jelly?
Nobody likes that. Everything's more popular than it.
Sorry, the camera's not on, but I'm just conveying.
I know.
Utter disgust. No, I mean you got a point. It's not that good. It's just like a.
What do you think kids eat?
Yeah, pretty much.
G smash. That's okay. That's some summons right there.
Better push. Yeah. It's nice for Mirana in the lane because her auto attacks are so annoying, and with the aura, they're gonna be even faster too.
I wonder if RNG is gonna go something like the Jug or the Life Stealer. You can have them use their Q just to block an arrow as well. If someone gets disrupted, they can just walk right in front of it and just block it.
Yeah, Life Stealer might be good.
Yeah, so I mean, are they gonna go that route with something that can block an arrow, or are they gonna go something like who can really work well? Shadow Shaman, Monkey King. I mean, we know Monet is really good on the Monkey King. They also could possibly go with the Kunkka again. We saw him being played last game by Setsu. It was really, he did his best. And works well with the disruption because you can set up the torrent as well as the boat. So it's gonna be Clink.
Okay. So probably a support clock and a shaman. If I had to guess, 5 shaman, 4 clock respectively. With our Clinks,
it's a lot of damage, and you have the people to hold it for you. Just don't know. It's very fragile if he doesn't have the Death Pact active, and I don't. He's up against a Beastmaster. You can't eat his creeps, which are nice. I don't think. I'm pretty sure you can hit the Necronomicon creeps. Eat them, sorry. Where we got here, and it's going to be the Lycan too. We've seen this combo.
Yeah, the dual timing. So usually Beastmaster likes to go for one of the Necro books, then back for Boots, Vlads, and then sometimes Helm, and then finishing off the Necro books in that order. You know, but Lycan not going to change it up whatsoever. We've got pretty decent lockdown for the Lycan, though, I gotta say. I mean, Sprout, he's probably going to be carrying a Quelling Blade for some time. Clockwork, you got plenty of things to hit cogs at least, but the Shaman is kind of scary.
I think none of it matters. None of these heroes will want to hold Lycan, because if you shackle him, his creeps murder you, no matter which one you are. Clockwork, his Rocket Barrage, not Rocket Barrage, sorry, his Battery Assault is ineffective because Lycan will have so many creeps around him. And Lycan creeps against Nature's Prophet favors the Lycan so much more. So I mean, looking at it, IG looks so much stronger. Yes, RNG has decent damage just from the clinks though. Well, IG, they've got this Shadow Demon Mirana combo, iconic, and they have Beastmaster and Lycan, tanky guys who get Necro 3. One of them will get Necro 3 early. They go bye-bye wards. So RNG.
The only thing I don't like about IG's draft right now is that they have like no. They kind of have casual lockdown right with disruption. Yeah. But if they want to stun someone, either you commit the roar or you set them up with the disruption combo, which is it takes a while to get off, right? It's not the you got to set it up. Everyone's got to be in position, right? So I would like to see something with a little bit of like just a casual stun that you can toss, a little bit of lockdown, something to zone them out. Because yeah, zoning arrow, it's kind of a meme, but it can be a thing as well.
Could be a Void Spirit then. That might be something that will work.
Void Spirit, yeah, the silence would be very nice against a Shaman, against the Clinks as well.
Yeah. And
do we need anything else to hunt the Furion? I feel like we've already got the Hawk.
Storm Spirit would be really good. I think Storm Spirit, Void Spirit. One of those two spirits, Ember's gone, so one of the spirits would be really nice.
He's a little bit weak to the Hex though from Shaman.
True, but yeah, like in the beginning of the game, yeah, you might be caught. But what we're gonna see here is going to be Storm.
It's going to be a Storm. Yeah. That makes, I mean, it makes sense, but that's just something I'm concerned about. If I'm a Shaman, I go, oh, okay, maybe I can actually.
I feel like it's gonna be super hard to play Shaman because you're up against two Summoners, Shadow Demon. It's not. It's hard.
It's not very fun. The Glimmer Cape's not going to help you because we're going to have they're going to have Necro 3 before you can even conceive of queuing up a Glimmer Cape.
They're not going to go. You get 4 staff, I think, this game. Yeah. Anyway, RNG now, they have to pick a hero who's going against Storm. Viper, we've seen decimate the Storm, but if you do that, you're really, I mean, your late game is not amazing. What's the late game? Impressive here. What are they gonna go with? They go with the Underlord. So it's gonna be a
good catch against the Lycan.
So it's gonna be offlane Underlord. All right, and mid lane Nature's Prophet. That's a bit new.
Oh, he's got the mushroom hat too. What do you think about this draft?
I favor IG heavily. Like looking at the draft from RNG's side, I'm glad he's gone to it. Hopefully he's comfortable with it. But Shadow Shaman is not gonna have a game. Oh, September's on the Shadow Shaman. Clockwork. On Super is being played by Clockwork.
That's a position for Shaman. All right, does that change your mind?
No. I mean, the hero still, he's gonna be food this game. Very likely.
Well, we'll take a look here at our odds and see if they actually agree with you. And they do. Let's see if they lie or not. But thus far, they're a little bit scared of the dual timing there. So, I don't know. Make sure you keep a lookout on some potential MVPs this game as well, guys. Don't forget, the voting is open now. So, who knows? September on the Shaman could make some plays happen. But, yeah, Mercedes MVP, very important. Well, our drafts are set. RNG on the verge of getting eliminated by I. That would net them a 3rd place. We're about to get underway.
Yeah, thinking about the Shadow Shaman 4, not bad with the Underlord. How much damage this Firestorm can do, so combine that with the, maybe level 2 shackles early on. That's nice damage you got there. It doesn't really change the overall game, like the way the whole game stands. Just it's like, oh, okay, it's a nice combo. Ollie and Kaka will be able to make some moves just by themselves. It's nice.
What is it? There's a family trip to the mid lane for IG.
Like everyone, let's go, get in.
Everyone, let's go mid.
Bring the puppies out for a walk.
Yeah, that's taking them for a walk. There we go. Look at them, liking wolves.
Oh, they look very dragony here.
Yeah, that's a cool set. They're getting pinged out. As there go the other summons, about to battle it out.
They're checking for wards, actually. I think they want to see if any...
It's a little early to be checking for wards, though. Arrow just casually eating the creeps has absolutely begone. Pot him with the arrow. I'm sorry, pot him with the boots, though, is going to be sent to do the warding. And yeah, I think Kaka's going to know he cannot put the ward down immediately. No, it's probably the lane for the off ward now that I think about it. But look at that, this 4 heroes top lane already? What are we doing here for IG?
One disruption, that's all you need. Taking it, and yeah, you can just send the SD top. If he's not bursting, he gets a disruption. That's a kill for you. So looking at the lanes, RNG, man, that's the only they have for lockdown. They have solid lockdown. You know, you got the pit, you got the battery assault, you got shadow shaman, so you got decent lockdown. That's nice for them, but everything else I feel like favors IG.
Really nice for the storm too. If he tries to do that thing where he zips through, and you would just you might be able to catch him. I mean, it's instantly. From there, you've got plenty of lockdown as well for him. A Hex will ensure that he stays for a second Pit of Malice, as they're going to be sending JT bottom, fly instead into the top lane. Starting off with a Ring of Protection, so perhaps expecting a bit of harass. As yeah, they will be expecting no Clink's Blightstone, however.
Too bad. You know, we got used to it, but alright, so they're gonna have Emo with the stone. That's nice against Tetsu's Nature's Prophet. The cool thing here is, of course, all those creeps, the summons that you throw in, they go middle, so they go to harass him, he throws a stack remnant, and then that's some extra creeps for you to.
Dude, look at how good Setsu is at CSing there. That's unbelievable. He's gotten 2 denies. He's gonna get this one, I'm sure. Just joking. But no,
yeah, I guess that one he doesn't get the range.
I'm very impressed actually. I was just when you were talking, I zoned out and I was like, because he's always got amazing creep score.
Yeah, he does. But what do you mean you were zoned out? I thought you listened to every word.
Because I was like, I saw him get one, and I was like, oh, that was impressive. He got another one, and I was like, oh my god, what is this guy? He's insane.
It seems like also Nature's Prophet seems to be just really good at it, because we saw Monet do it in the last game.
High damage, good attack animation,
some extra summons just in case you undershoot a little bit.
Fly trying to share the love with the wolves here. Gets a bit lucky, so he's not going to take too many serious.
Oh dear.
The second one though will be.
Did he eat it? He eat a wolf? Oh, I did not get
Oh, he didn't get the demo bonus damage though.
That could have been a big deal. Now, without 5 damage, I would have added up, but I think he ate the creep as the arrows.
Oh no. Level 1 Firestorm only, but is it going to be enough damage for Ollie? Healing Salve comes through, but the burn canceling that one instantly.
It lasts for like 3 seconds afterwards.
Yeah.
Did not put that in his calculator.
No, he did not. He messes that one up. That's going to make this bot lane a bit difficult then for JT.
Two wins for RNG right now. Getting that kill top with the first blood and canceling the salve for Ollie.
And the clarity. They're going to probably send him back home, getting a D ward. Oh, what is that?
That's his ward. He's denying it. It's an observer ward that he's denying. That's kind of weird.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but you probably figured out he sees it.
Look at this. Look at that. September.
No, he's gonna waste it.
He's gonna waste it.
Oh, what is it?
Where is the ward?
He's gonna walk all around it looking for it.
Very confused now. Poor Ollie's.
Right? Like, is it over there?
This makes me so like, it's like I swear they have a ward there. 100% they have a ward there. And then you buy a sentry, and then you're like, no, they've got a ward. You buy another sentry, and like, all right, I'm angry. I'm upset.
I'm surprised that Ollie didn't put his sentry in the middle of the creep camp, and then you can just deny it. If you're ever like confused, you can do that. But then you waste the 7-minute reminder.
That's a good point. Well, it's basically in the middle. I think it will Scott. I mean, that's why he takes the outpost though.
Yeah.
So they can check for the other 2 areas. Kaka, he's gonna find that super is actually just as fast, if not faster than him, with the boots of speed.
Those wolves.
Yeah, nipping at his heels. Arrow, just to farm the camp. Yeah, this is the classic Priestess of the Moon thing. Just running on through, ruining the enemy mid's jungle. Just taking all the big creeps, leaving only the crappy ones, scouting any stacks in the meantime as well. This is something that RNG did excellently last game.
Well, mid lane, it is all right for both of them. Emo was 15 and 6, Setsu's 14 and 9. He gets another 9 right in front of you, like, damn. You know? And look at that, Mirana getting another big creep. Happy to trade farm, getting 8 CS. Really, very solid for your position 4 right now.
Yeah, it's a bit tough for Fly here, though. I mean, anytime he gets close, Monae's just going to toss a few arrows in his direction. It's an orb attack, so normally doesn't act.
Oh, dear.
Wave. Yeah, that's some serious damage. 50 HP remaining. Didn't even take a single tower hit out from that one, Monae, so he's happy to do that. But a healing salve out from his Priestess of the Moon. Rune will be bot lane. Oh, that's a disruption, actually, as it's Super. The Bun gets the rune. He's going to be running top lane now. They're not going to be able to turn this into a kill. Very unlikely, though.
This is kind of cool how they put... Oh,
I mean, I say that, but I could have been wrong just immediately. Fly. I think he's going to be okay. But again, I mean, he just salves back up, and he's already back to normal. Look at that. The arrow.
Courier.
Ooh, so aggressive here. We have 2 more leap charges ready to be used. Does not get up the cliff. Howl.
Oh, he's going to go for another one.
Yeah, look at that. He's got another leap charge if he wants. Oh, no, he gets it there.
Oh,
he missed uphill, though. That's unlucky.
25%.
That's unlucky. That's a little bit tilting, especially if he had died there.
Fly though, I mean, he's got some extra passive regen, which is nice, but he is he's staying near the tower. You know, an extra 1 HP. That's nice, but Monet shutting him down. Well, not completely. He's got.
Kaka has no leap charges anymore. Ooh, but he does have a Storm Spirit nearby. He's going to be chill and not make the jump there. Emo needs solo experience, though, to get level 6 here. Super. Ooh, the Bun running in for the kill onto the Clockwork Arrow coming through perfectly finding its mark, though. But with the battery salt, they can't actually turn. There's actually been a TP as well out from IG.
This time he gets damage.
That's Setsu rotating mid over. +5 damage out from Monet. He's looking to put that to use immediately onto Kaka. And look at that. The minus armor too. Now he's got a Blightstone.
Yeah, Fly. Ooh, not looking good this game. Emo he does have the highest CS right now on the team, but a lot of that is jungle creeps. Like we just saw him take the golems, which gives you 2 extra ones.
Yeah, it's a triple stack as well. We're gonna have dual necros up though. That's gonna be something.
It'll be a lot. You'll take out the enemy wards. Will help a lot. And JT, how's he doing? He's also suffering a little bit against Underdog, but he's got a decent farm.
Just an eye on the board, not wanting to give it. Oh,
no, the range speed.
Yeah, I mean, he takes a lot of damage out from that Firestorm, though. 55 damage just from the Atrophy Aura is insane. Mid lane, September is soaking up some experience. Still only level 3. Oh, disruption. Is there going to be an arrow? No, even better. There's going to be a full emo coming on. They actually have the dust at the ready for Monet, but the shards, or rather, the cogs push him away. It's still not going to be enough. Ollie securing the kill onto Monet. Setsu rotating over. Emo with the DD rune. He's got some bottle sips here, but he's going to be taking a lot of damage. Very good arrow actually might allow him to turn and get a second kill onto the Bun. Going to TP back home now. And a very successful gank there out from IG.
Yeah, squishy. When your carry is squishy like that without the Dark Pact or Death Pact, it's hard to keep him alive. Just jumps in, all the way.
Very good dust. I thought we were going to see the arrow, but there was the creep wave in between.
Getting the kill on the Mink. September jumps in, and he had a tough choice. Who do I grab? Emo or Kaka? He grabs Emo. He sees the DD ruin, but still not enough. And
nice
then
arrow, beautiful arrow. They knew he was going to chase. It was excellently done there. Fly's already left the top lane, though. Not too happy to be farming there, which leaves bottom. JT all alone versus Flywin. Good damage, but again, I mean, the boars are just tickling him.
Yeah, but the slow is also really annoying. He's got
a Vanguard. Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna play against Flywin more this game, RNG, because you can play around the clinks. Nature probably can join any fight, but Flywin, he's the least mobile. Yeah, he's got the ulti that can move him, but.
They're going to go for a kill onto JT here. Look at that. Super the Bun running into the tower. We do have the roar at the ready. Will be used onto the Clockwork. He's trying to make some space. Might be able to get the TP out here. Oh, no, the Wrath of Nature. Yep. Oh, look at that. 4 heroes bottom. Super running through there. And
that's free damage for both the Underlord and the Clinks, I believe. Underlord, yeah, he's getting extra 3.
10 damage now from Death Pact permanently. Infinite scaling, man.
All right, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. If we had Silencer there, that's an extra 2.
We need a Silencer, a Slark.
Maybe LC Duel as well, like support LC, just Pudge. A Pudge.
Yeah, there we go, the infinite scaling combo. Alright, so well, 4 heroes there. I mean, they're making some big rotations. They managed to get a kill that time. I think they're going to get that bottom tower too, I'd imagine. Yes, indeed, they already have. So, it's going to be well worth it for them.
RNG playing pretty well at this stage. But, again, IG doesn't really... I'm not going to say they don't care. but this is acceptable losses for them. You know,
Enver's Rune in the bottle. It's a 3-man smoke. We do have that level 6 now, Shapeshift up and ready for our Lycan. What are they going to go for here? That kill top lane is not going to come very easy. The Roar already committed off cooldown for 25 seconds. The Necrobook ones are going to show.
People are coming here.
Are they really going to go for this? Oh. I guess so. Emo makes the
all 5.
Yeah, all 5 heroes. I mean, they're going to get the job done. I mean, yeah, 5 heroes will kill just about anyone, I think, in the game. Maybe a Huskar, but
Ace. No, they get the Royal Jelly and the shovel as well.
They should really get this tower. Flyfly's taking a lot of damage. He didn't actually use the shapeshift there, so he's going to be somewhat happy with that. But just tons of summons here. As Monet continuing to push bottom. He's going to be going for the power treads next after the medallion.
And probably maybe consider taking the outpost as well. Actually, yeah, they already take it.
Furion? Over the Magi, probably, right?
Yeah. And Kaka's here. They already control the top outpost.
Yeah, that's going to be... Oh, nice text, though. Buying a little bit of time. Zip zapping in and around to secure the kill there, Monet.
Oh,
rotates on through. Super the Bun trying to chase them down. He's going to be a bit slow. Nice overload attack to keep him slowed down. The shapeshift there on the Flyfly, but Setsu. Oh, he's actually going to hit him with the Cogs as well. The Bun, well, he's been kited out and will go down. Two kills. Yeah, 2 kills for IG. None of them go to the Lycan, though.
And even though they got the outpost back, they got after the EXP was given out, so they did not get any outpost EXP. I mean, their cores are the top 3, but not by much. And
they're not really ready to fight, I feel, either.
No, they're not. I mean, you don't have your ulti on the Clockwork, nor on the Shadow Shaman.
I mean, let me clarify that. I think in a normal game you're ready to fight, but not against this just extreme early push in your face sort of trap.
Storm Spirit's just able to jump in anywhere right now. Oh, how was he? He's 3-0-2, so lovely game for him. Emo is just enjoying
mana every single time. DD rune active. Now he's on a bottle. Refill his bottle there. Clarity gonna refill him back up to full HP too.
He's got Arcane Ring, so that's nice.
Oh, now we have boots on Underwood. That's why he was so slow. That's tough.
Well, Flywin again. Guess they're just not playing against it. Sorry, around him.
That's still only Necro 2 for our Lycan, so he's the...
Necro 1, yeah.
Oh, that is Necro 1. Yeah. Oh, he's not having a very fun game.
Yeah, his net worth quite low.
It is quite low. Tough times for him. The rotations. There's going to be the hook shot. They can go for the easy kill instead. Self-disruption will buy him a little bit of time, but that's
can eat something in the meantime
to back out. Yeah, he ate the big creep there, the Wild Wing Ripper, and that's going to be 15 damage now for Clinks. Emo actually sticks around just a little bit. They don't really have the catch for him, though. I think he knows that.
Ironically, if Ollie had just died, then he would have been able to use Death Pack and get the free damage because it was on cooldown.
Maybe. I don't know. He ate it pretty early on there. But yeah, he gave him more than enough time. In any case,
Mirana is going for that Yule Scepter, so she can just set up her own arrows. If
she doesn't need no Shadow Demon.
She's a strong, confident priestess.
Yes, indeed. They still only have 1 tower down as well, which is slightly surprising. Again, Emo just finding every single bottle, or every single power rune rather.
I wonder how good Blade Mail is this game, because you mentioned...
Oh, wow, Beastmaster actually will be going straight into Necro 3, so we're going to have pretty stacked pushes.
He had the better laning stage, so I'm guessing that's why he wanted to go for it. Even though Lycan's just caught up, so...
yeah, so it's a power treads and then back into... Interesting, okay, so Lycan just looking to be a bit tankier.
And both are going like Necro 3.
Emo's quite farm, though. He's not finished off the Yasha, or sorry, the Kaya. It's going to be flying to him now on the courier. The Howl, just to, I guess, help everyone farm a little bit more on the map lanes pushing. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a bit of a slower game here. The smoke gank out at least. Oh, Kaka, yeah, he's going to scout it. They do have a ward here, but no... Oh, there is a sentry there, actually, just in the river. Kaka going to walk right underneath it. That's going to be the hookshot super. Just waiting a little bit longer, and the Pit of Malice is going to obviously give you vision when rooted as well. Nicely done there. They are going to jump right back in, actually. And there's a buyback out from the bottom. As Emo running around with a haste rune, he's going to be able to catch up to Flywin quite easily. Fly not really sure what he wants to do, so he's going to send the Wolves in and then right back out, as IG not confident with the fight anymore.
Win for RNG, getting damage on both the Underlord as well as the Clinks, and forcing out buyback. So, you know, you can be happy with that. Well, meantime, of course, IG was getting for some fun, but RNG...
What was that buyback about?
Yeah, that was weird, right? Just the buyback, and they just didn't do anything.
It's like the the classic pub all chat, you know, buyback for what?
Yeah.
You know?
Buyback, your question mark all chat.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
His Necro 2 finished for a Lycan, so his farm's going to continue to expedite a little bit. Straight into Bloodstone, though, for a Storm Spirit.
Yeah, feels like that's the thing.
No delays. Now Underlord is quite fast. He is hauling with the phase boots as the power rune spawns top. A DD rune for Furion. They might be looking to fight around this, actually. Hookshot is available again.
He wants to get that Desto. If he gets the Desto and they win a fight, they can start. They can just take tier 2s. You know, they will push really fast. It has to be a bit decently sized fight, but they have fast pushers here.
All right, they're going to smoke up again and try and fight around this DD rune. Kaka might be the target yet again. Super the Bun, landing the hookshot, setting up perfectly, pushing back. Actually, both heroes, no chance for a save there. Committing the snakes, though, for the tier 1. Maybe a bit overkill. That's going to slow down their tier 2 push. I'm not sure by how much, but yeah, dead for 50 seconds. It's 15 minutes, not even 15 minutes of the game. It's absolutely brutal.
And then it's a dieback, so he didn't even get anything after the buyback. Like,
Eno's going to cut the mid wave. Nicely done, just making sure nothing else can push. Although Monet, or sorry, that's Setsu this game. He's going to trap him. I mean, good luck, though. Continuing to run around, trying to maybe find the rune here. There is no hookshot available. He's just going to go for the TP out, up onto the cliff. See you later.
Zoned out of the bounty window. I think RNG got all of them. So, well played by them. That kill on Kaka. Oh, painful. Look at his net worth now. It's lower than September.
Yeah, that's tough. It's lower than Super as well. The Bun.
The Bun.
I mean, he had such a good cogs there, though. The power cog.
Then when he walked in front, he's like, let him push him back.
They split the supports too. Ali was maybe looking for a disruption, but there's absolutely nothing to be had there. All right, so now I believe we have dual Necro 3 up. Yeah, it looks like
that's a 3. That's a 2. That I can't tell. That's a 3.
That's a 3. That's what I mean when it's got the gray.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
It's harder.
But then you can just look at the creep itself, and you're like, ah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's got the detection. That's
going to be a dead courier. See you later. Had the Void Stone on it too. That one hurts. It was going to be for the Aether Lens.
Yeah, it would have been only 200 gold away from it.
And that was going to be a bit further away.
Okay, no.
Big D word. Yeah, look at them. They're just going to go for it. Super's been scouted by the Wolves. Electric Vortex to pull them right back into the summons. My goodness, they are just so mean this game. All right. So they survived the Necro 1 push. Will they survive the Necro 3 push coming through from this team?
RNG is a little bit ahead. It's not much for them.
Oh, nice arrow there. Perfectly catching on to Setsu there. The Howl to burst his armor, and you can stick or even wand. The Starstorm's going to kill you. Roar now. They're looking for more. That's a Roar onto September, and he will go down. That's a very fast chicken.
3 kills across the map, and IG has such a good roaming ganking lineup right now.
Are they going to try and... No way. They go for... Okay. I was about to say, that would be madness.
Like their heroes synergize so well. You have the roar, you have the disruption just set up for 2.5 seconds. You have the arrow with the Yules.
Monet. He's actually at the shapeshift. He's going to turn, try and go for Monet here. Super the Bun, the hook shot. Will be trying to force him away. The cogs actually trapping him inside. The Dust now looking to be able to chase him. He's going to be caught in a pit of malice, though. His team will be able to support and save the life of Monet. Fly now running for his life. Setsu's not going to be able to pinpoint his exact location, so he's out of there.
Considering that how that hook shot went, that could have been a lot worse for RNG, but they make it all out alive. Medallion on the Clinks.
So yeah, he's getting absolutely no space whatsoever, though.
Is he actually going for... Is he going for BKB?
He is going for BKB. We have a Deso queued up, I believe, on Setsu. Yep, indeed. He's almost finished up, actually. Oh, no. You let the tower kill the warrior. Toggle the aggro over.
Philosopher's Stone. That's a nice item to have for
both teams.
For both teams. All right, so one for the Shadow Shaman, one for the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, he's about to finish off. It's 600 for the recipe, I believe. He's got on go more. He nearly got it. Needs to wait probably about a minute there once that stone gets delivered, unless he takes a death here. And we do have the kill squad. Ali perhaps looking for the setup. They are going to scout him actually. Disruption not going to land in time, but they also know that there's going to be an Underlord nearby. The Hawk already utilized here. Wild axes. They are looking for him. He's so fast though. Flywin. Courier might be used to scout him as well. JT looking for the TP out, but they're going to scout him. Are they going to commit the roar? Absolutely. He does have that Crimson Guard active, but that's not going to help against the damage from Emo. Down he goes.
Good ulti.
He was trying to run, man. Cancel his TP. September is able to live, so at least he's gonna have his Aether Lens now when he comes back. Well, when he's yeah, in a second. The bun.
Yeah. He's gonna take it.
He's gonna take it with the urn.
They definitely need an outpost.
He's a minute early, but at least it applies some pressure. It's gonna force RNG to rotate over as well. So there we go. The Aether Lens finished up. Jump mid lane. There it is. Storm looking for the kill onto September. Now he's in some trouble. The Wolves will eat him alive, even if you do hex up that poor Storm Spirit.
And this is the Shadow Shaman problem. Like I didn't like him as a 4 or a 5 in this game because no matter what you do, there's people beating you every single fight. If you catch someone, it's either sometimes even Storm Spirit. You know, you catch someone.
I don't know if they can. I mean, they got team fight, Pit of Malice, hook shot.
Okay, the minus armor from Lycan.
We'll see. There's going to be a second arrow coming on in. The arrow, super, perhaps looking, trying to block it will be Kaka. Take me instead, he says, and he blocks it perfectly. He knew exactly where he was. As now it's going to be 1A in some trouble. They drop the Demonic Purge on him, trying to run, but Emo able to close the gap instantly. Nice Pit of Malice. They're on to 3 heroes, as there's going to be the Clumsy Net. On to Flywind. TPing in will be Setsu. He's going to cancel it, actually. Doesn't want to be here quite yet. Stunned up for a long time, though. Caught by the arrow after the net. There's going to be a very nice disruption, though. Able to catch Ollie inside the snakes. He's going to live a little bit longer here as his team trying to farm up these snakes as fast as possible. Ollie, he's going to stay alive a little bit longer as well. Super trying to finish him off as Emo on very low HP and mana, but they're not going to be able to get a single kill in return. RNG just get ran down. Stupendous. Well played by Kaka, by the way. And now look at this. The odds now favoring RNG even more.
I mean, it's a hard draft if you're RNG. Yeah.
Roar. Okay, they're going to just turn and get super. If the bun is dead, the arrow doesn't even hit him in time. Cutting the eyes as well. They maybe have scouted Monet there with a Necro 3, but they're going instead for September. Last will damage, burning about half HP of Monet's, but he's happy to take that 200 gold in exchange for that.
Yeah, Kaka has finished the Eul Scepter, so even if you lock him down, he can, use and jump out if he needs to. Link's very close to the BKB. I just don't know if it'll make much of a difference.
Fly in some trouble. There we go. He's got no support here, actually. There is one TP coming on in. It's the Potom who will then cancel it. Good move. Why was Fly taking that out?
That's like, it's not real.
21 minutes, my dude. Just let it be.
That's one of the slave support to do it.
Kaka perfectly blocking the hookshot. Super's like, wait a second. I guarantee you his camera was in the Roche pit, right? So he didn't even know where he was.
Look at those jumps. Yeah, September. He wants to do something. He's
such a long stun too. The problem is when you're really fast, the projectile out from the Clumsy Net is pretty slow. So it allows Kaka to get probably about a 4-second arrow, but the tower will go down at the very least. Very strong push from RNG. You still got to respect that push, especially with the Desolator now active and the Mask of Madness for our mid lane Furion.
The issue I'm looking at also is the farm for Flywind Monet. They're dropping further and further behind the pack. Setsu's keeping up there.
Okay. Luckily they don't have the Necro 3 at the ready. He's going to be walking right underneath the Sentry Ward, however. Electric Vortex will secure his Faint. Emo, godlike at 9, 0, and 5.
Yeah, one of the biggest issues, you walk around, there's no wards. You can't see anything. All your sentries get removed because of the Necro 3, and they're all playing on your side of the map, which means that you have to get like through them to reach the other side. It's very difficult. RNG, tight spot again this game.
Yeah, look at that. They know all the creep waiting for the ward. They're gonna get the vision and able to bring it down. It's so funny. It's like when it's feeding time for your pets at home and they're all just sitting there. They all know there's where they're. Look at Emo making this very aggressive jump onto September. Ooh, can they get the damage in time? They actually will. You can leave, but we've already gotten your core.
Position 4, yeah.
It's tough. Well, yes, thank you. Position 4.
Oh.
Hey.
You're making a lot of noises.
I know.
I mean, you're just trying to. Can RNG come back? Is it really that far gone already?
Kinda. I mean, what is your lineup? do that's amazing. Your team fight's not incredible. What do you have for team fight? You have Piece of Malice?
Oh, look, they're going to scout Monet here. There goes Emo, making the jump. Dust, Demonic Purge, Pit of Malice, not going to save his life. It will catch the Storm Spirit for just a second here, but you don't have a silence yet. Here, flying out, running in, super, dropping the snakes, trying to prevent the retreat from coming through. There's going to be a kill out, at least onto Ollie. Emo actually out of mana, but look at Fly. He should have been jumping right into September. He's going to have to force to turn, at least to lock down the Warrior just for a little bit longer. They're trying to get the kill onto the lap, but the last will damage will be striking back. Actually, everyone is going to now chill. IG, they've gotten the support for the Clinks yet again.
Yeah, it's fine, again, for IG. And I like how September has to actually shackle one of the summons.
Yeah.
Like, these things hurt.
This thing is going to kill me.
Yeah. So realistically, look at the RNG sides. IG, you can say maybe late game Lycan and Beastmaster fall off, you know, but at the same time, you have Storm. Storm's amazing late game. And even if we say they fall off, they still have a BKB piercing stun.
Yeah, and they can always build another one.
Yeah.
With
Abyssals.
Oh, you were talking about the... Oh, I was talking about Aghanim Scepter on Electric Vortex.
Oh, yeah. So, wait, does that help you? Does that pierce BKB?
Yeah.
Shadows take us.
Right. Slot to turn into AoE. So yeah, you have the roar. You can build abyssals. It's a lot.
Or maybe I'm thinking of Dream Coil. I might be going insane. I think I'm thinking of Dream Coil.
Sure.
JT going in for a blink out just in time. They're going to see the particles, but there goes Emo just jumping right in with the BKB into the Pit of Malice. Not going to stop him this time. Trying to get the max damage in now on September. They're going for September every single time. He's the easiest kill. Looking for a bit more, but unable to find it with the overload procs.
Emo jumps into 4 heroes. Yes. And RNG's first response is, we gotta get out.
We gotta get the heck out of here, man.
We gotta. So IG's just playing it out. That's it. It's very hard to see how RNG can win this.
There's the voice line. He is a farming machine with no emotions. This could be JT in potentially some trouble though. Monet gonna drop the burning army, and JT just locked down a solo kill, and you even get Roar out of that one. An additional 5 damage, I believe. Now the arrow though onto Super the Bun, who will be locked down. They're gonna build some trees around him, a memorial.
Yes. Tom's not gonna jump now. He's just used BKB, so you get a tiny bit of breathing from Ada.
He's gonna be there. Yeah, he's gonna be okay. Even at a Yules just in case. Ooh, I thought about tossing an arrow. Actually, this is gonna be a second kill. Ollie with the disruption. They have the Yules scepter, but I think the burn damage. Let's say there's no way I think that Autumn lives. So 2 kills.
2 good kills. You know, the position 3, the position 4.
Is that how you get back in it? Just.
Yeah, I mean, you have to find. This is you can't take a team fight right now.
Tier 2 push potential. I mean, you have to respect the push from RNG. I believe we still actually have the snakes for that mid lane tower if they want it. Fortify will come through.
I like the Atos and the Underlord. Just they need the holds, and it's really good. So this tower might fall.
No, it's gonna stay alive actually.
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, well, they burn the Fortify. They're gonna get back. They know that Ollie's back up. The Beastmaster, although no Roar, he's gonna give him the vision with the Hawks. Invisibility. I think that ward's gonna instantly get dewarded as well.
So cute.
They're just standing there. We know you warded here. Oh wow, making the jump. I think he's gonna go straight. Oh, Monet actually with the BKB trying to turn this one around. Beastmaster will go down right after roaring, but September, well, and it's Emo's job just to be able to kill him every fight, or at least playing it like it is. Flywind has the ulti, but he actually might die. Demonic Purge is about to go off. It's not gonna let him get out now. The taxi has been canceled. As look at this, Setsu being set up by the arrow. He's gonna activate the blade now, but Emo is able to man fight through it. He's taking a lot of damage, but it's gonna be the Essence Ring making the difference here. Is he actually gonna live? No, he is not. He will die eventually. Kaka to look at the man fight. Oh my goodness, against Monet. This is a bit of a tall order here as the skeleton armor will be dropped, and Kaka to follow soon after.
How much damage did Monet get? He got 15 damage out of that fight, so all 3 kills. A huge fight for RNG, honestly, winning that. Forced a buyback from Fly. I mean, there was 4 kills to 3 and with the buyback, but still not that bad for them.
They're gonna get another one here on the Fly. Most likely, yeah, they got the lockdown for him. Is that a blade mail I'm liking?
And 20 damage for Monet in that fight. And blade mail reflect a lot.
That's an interesting one. I mean, he's tanky.
Yeah.
But with what's it called, with Death Pack, you're quite tanky as well. Roche going to be up in about 90 seconds here, so it's not going to be able to turn this one into a Roche and maybe try and turn it off of here, but. This is something that happens to me in my pubs, which I hate when this happens to me. Like, I am September in this game, where the mid lane just goes and kills me because I'm an easy kill. But then it's like, well, yeah, but you didn't really kill anyone too important. You know, is it starting to turn into this? Because now Monet's got a BKB. He tried to jump on Monet in that fight, but he just BKBs, and what does Storm do to him then?
The point though is that Storm still has to keep doing that, because you just, once your BKB is out, September's a massive threat.
Yes.
The summons still destroy you. If he gets a Ghost Scepter though, none of the summons actually hurt him. So if he gets a Ghost Scepter on September, you know, that's the situation. All you have to do is live through the Storm BKB and you're useful, you know. Well, until then,
that's an interesting interaction though, because most of Storm's damage comes from the Overload. Yeah. But you can't actually attack anyone, even though the Overload damage is magical. So. What is September actually building? The Shadow Shaman, and yeah, there's another. Oh yeah, the position 4 Shaman. There's the D ward.
Yeah, he's going for
Ghost Scepter. You can't afford it. Saving for buyback though is, I guess, kind of necessary.
He might be going for the Blink Dagger. He's wondering, do I want to go for Blink Dagger? Because if you can jump away, you force the Storm to jump twice.
I mean, it's already level 3 Lightning Ball Lightning though. That seems like a tall ass. You know, maybe level 1, 2. Okay, you see him coming in, but it's not like they can really reasonably have any wards up. I say that now, but they actually have 3 wards up now, which is incredible, but none of them are going to be able to scout this rotation, I believe. Smoked up. No Moonlight Shadow used quite yet. They're going to be looking for these 2 top lanes. September, another juicy target here. Once Emo has vision, I guarantee he's going to jump right in. Monet not too far behind, though, potentially willing to turn around.
30 seconds to get an outpost.
Yeah, they're going to take the outpost. 30 seconds, as you said, but Roche is also up, so they're going to have to decide what they want to do.
September went for the Blink Dagger. All right, it's the bolder choice, you know. But if you can blink in and catch someone, that is a big deal.
All right, Setsu's going to grab the outpost, no problem there. You can always TP back. They're going to go for the Roche play, though. Super is going to scout it again. Kaka assuming the position to eat another hook shot. Monet, I believe, has scouted him. There's going to be the dust onto him now. Looking to fight. They're going to drop a greater number, but Roche falling extremely low here. The roar onto Monet. Roche has not gone down quite yet. It's going to be Emo snatching the Aegis. As look at that, the control. September in the pit onto Fly. He will go down eventually now. Monet is so low, but Emo even lower. He's actually BKB'd here on his first life, but the Electric Vortex able to get the job done. Finally, the Yule Scepter on him to slow him down, but it's a little bit too late. Where's the damage going to come from now? Setsu, he's got to get out of here as his TP will not go through. He's going to die as it's nearly a full team wipe, and likely will be Flywin. The last survivor will fall to the Howl damage, and a triple kill for GGG.
I believe that's a dieback from Flywin, but really good the way they were able to try to block the arrow. Monet, his Spider Sense tingled, he threw out the dust, but wasn't enough to kill.
Yeah. I like the Spider Senses. Yeah.
He's like, I feel this around, but massive win for IG, getting first a team wipe, as well as the Roche and the Aegis, you know.
Oh! In case you didn't have enough detection, by the way, Alish just bought a gem of
what are you doing with that? Come on, man.
This is just successful. I mean, look. Oh my god, it looks like there's a turbo mode tower.
Well, there was a tower there?
Yeah.
I blinked and the tower just disappeared.
I mean, we do have a Fortify at the least.
Look at
there it goes.
Okay. How long is the repair kit?
Oh,
they're gonna leave. I was like,
it's okay. It's a repair kit. They aggressively fortify though in response. IG fortify, but they back off. They don't actually want to go for it. Maybe instead they use the fortify. They're pushing bottom instead. Okay, so they're going to go, I think, on the next wave, but they won't be able to capitalize on Setsu's death too much then.
Shiva's Guard coming out for Storm Spirit. I mean, he has it already, so he's going to go for Link. The nice thing about Shiva's Guard, all that vision. You know, sometimes someone's in a tree, they do
vision, yeah.
And
it gives you vision actually on a Setsu trying to TP away as well, if he gets a good sprout off. I mean, last time they were quote-unquote lucky to have the Wolves in there with him, right?
Lucky, yeah.
I mean, probably not luck. I'm sure the Wolves were there on purpose, but you know, they had the Wolves in there, so it was an issue. I mean, that's not to say that Emo as well can just jump in. What were you seeing in this fight? What stood out?
I like the Klink salty coming out early. You know, they had all these snakes, everything there, but September blinks in, gets that shackle, but he just did after. Remember, no Ghost Scepter, nothing defensive to keep him alive.
Kaka actually gets a good arrow onto Monet, which doesn't let him either get a fight, or it doesn't let him damage it, or doesn't let him escape either.
I love how Monet is playing this game, by the way. He was able to jump just to dodge these attacks from Monet and stays alive. So just IG, impeccable. You know, they're playing so well. All this goes to the draft. I mean, you know, their draft is just better. Yeah. The draft is so well.
Their draft is great. They get the tier 2 down, so all the outer towers have been eliminated now. Storm Spirit with 29 Bloodstone charges, 17-1 and 10.
Another thing I want to go about the IG that they did, it's really nice. They have Vlad's on Kaka. They have Assault Cuirass on Lycan. So they have a lot of these nice auras. RNG, they do have the Crimson Guard. It blocks a lot of the creep damage, but it gets less and less useful as the game goes on.
Yeah. BKB and Gem, I think, was that on Fly? It's on Storm, actually. Well, he's got the Aegis, so he can play around with it a little bit. Kling's going for the Axe. He's actually bought out for the Axe. What is that? Is it? Oh, it's creates some skeletons when you come out of
2 skeletons.
skeleton walk.
And their damage is really good. It's basically like double 0 damage or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of damage.
Is that gonna be enough? It's better, right, for the high ground.
He has
hold,
to get some, yeah. It's like he has to get as much damage as he can.
On the high ground. Uh-oh. They're going to be hunting for Setsu here. So we toggle the vision. Oh, they do. They barely see him as he tries to leave. The roar will be committed. Are they going to have enough? Oh, my God. The summons with the Solar Crest. Emo, he's going to come on in a little bit late. That's like how we saw Cedic yesterday. They
with the Aghanim snap, yeah. Just flies in. Same area, by the way.
That's what I mean, yeah. Oh, hook shot, though. They're going to be going for GGG now. Oh, look at that. The skeleton army. There we go. That's the damage we're looking for. So they're going to trade a kill, 1 for 1.
I believe he got damage for that kill. Unfortunately, he's the death pact after. Well,
although that was September that was pushing. I thought that was Setsu. No wonder he died so quickly.
They look the same with the hat.
They really do.
They don't exactly the same, obviously.
I might have called that the fear. Oh, well, he looks very dead here, unfortunately. Not even the burning armor. He gets off a little bit of the taunt before he gets sucked back into the electric vortex. That's a brutal death for him. He has no buyback, actually. Dead for 70 seconds now.
Mech on the Mirana, so another more team fight. By the way, they just got the telescope. It's like 7. We said IG, they love to fight when the neutral items just spawn.
Specifically tier 3, yes.
The 27 minutes.
Yeah, they really love fighting around them, and it works really well, especially when you're ahead. Because neutral items, I mean, not to be too histrionic, but you get maybe a Paladin Sword, that's fantastic. Right? That's basically going to be a core item. Vampire Fangs, a little bit less so, right? But some of these core items like Cast Range on your supports can really turn a team fight potentially.
For everyone.
That's exactly. And attack range as well. I mean, look at that Cast Range. I think was that Shadow Poison, of course.
Oh, he can't do damage because he's got the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah, that's funny. They're hunting for the core, though. I think they're going to find it. Yep. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they got it. Don't worry. He's got, what is that, 43.4 mana regen per second. I like this. He's got the Essence Ring in there. That kept him alive a little bit longer in the last fight. Does die, though. I mean, you ended a godlike streak as well, and it's barely even showing for RNG. They're down, what, 15k, 31 to 16. They're going to make a play for it now. Look how fast this Klink's in.
I like it. I like what Monet is doing. He's doing what needs to happen for them to win.
Fast. Oh, 20 talents? Skeleton Walk?
It's fast. 45% movement.
I didn't know it was unlocked the max move speed. Fair enough.
He just does fly.
Lincoln Sphere, though, for Emo. So I think that age is going to be expiring soon, if it hasn't already. Very soon. There's the jump in, though, with the... Oh, my God. They're just going straight from it. Super the Bum looking to try and turn this. Aegis actually has expired here for Emo. BKB, the team finally going to be running in after him as Monet tries to stand his ground and fight. Down goes Flying when they're trying to get him down first. Because of the aura, he's going to stay alive a little bit longer. But now Monet, the crits, the damage really coming in. The Serpent Warriors trying to do whatever they can. The roar on the Setsu just to keep him locked down as Monet will go down. Emo able to find the kill. Setsu, BKB trying to stand his ground on the hill. This is the hill he's going to die on. And, well, he is going to die on that hill. 4 heroes dead for RNG. As, I mean, we do have buyback on Monet, but can they really hold?
Not at least, I mean...
They're going to try.
I mean, they're going to try, right?
They're going to try. No ultis.
Oh, there you go. The repair kit. That's a good item. Good tier 3 item. As well with the... Fortify coming out here.
Yeah, aggressive Fortify used very nicely. They're trying to keep the wave alive, and with plenty of summons, they still have the C-Shape. Look at that. It looks like that range creep is alacrity. That's insane. Oh, goodness. Here, down go the first pair of abilities. No, they're just going to go straight for the end here.
Is he going to buy back?
Oh, Kaka jumping in very aggressively onto the Bun. He's got that hook shot at the ready. If he can even use it before he dies, he will go down. Does have the buyback at 3v5 then, as the last tier 4 will go down. Throne exposed. The hook shot by Super the Bun onto Creep, pushing forward the Lycan a bit forward, but there's going to be Ollie with the save. September, he's alive for about a second, and then he dies, but he does have that buyback at the very least. Monet, he's dropped the Skeleton Army, trying to keep it alive, but the GG will be dropped. IG, they get the 2-0, and into the fountain goes Emo. They're feeling real good about this one.
Whew. IG, 2 games in a row, making an easy draft to execute and just playing it like as well as they amazingly well. And I don't know what